but let's see. I should have already set it up and I should have already lowered the volume on it. I'm going to mostly try and talk over the song as much as possible because it's something like driving, driving, driving or something. Something about I am driving. I don't know. Oh, I can use a controller? Please say I can use a controller. I can. Thank God. Also, we should get rid of that. We should put that one up. Yeah, see this whole thing. Okay. So I'm going to restart the game because I only did it just to see what the beginning says. Restart. Any progress? Yes, restart. I know nothing about this. So why does it have to restart the whole game for just restarting the game? Okay. This is like great. Just start it from scratch. It's all like, I need to get rid of some stuff. Okay. So we can pick normal. Game saves automatically at checkpoints, unlimited lives. Game saves automatically at checkpoints, 3 lives only. Losing all 3 lives means you start over. We'll do normal. We don't know what this is like. I have no idea how hard it is. I almost want to do hard because it seems more interesting and more tense, but at the same time, like, whatever. Friday, March 22nd, 1996, the weekend of the high school reunion, back in our tiny town in the middle of nowhere. Why is the volume so loud? I had dropped this thing before. It's at 20. It is really loud. Just got hit with 50 million notifications at once. Holy crap, Cherubeth. Anyways. I remember how anxious I was about it all. It had been so long ago since I'd last seen you, Flynn. We were inseparable once, but that was before Grace, of course. Before the accident. Oh my god, did Grace die? I thought we could finally move on from the event, but I had no idea just how much things would change. Volume in this game is really loud. I'm going to try and lower it in the game. Drive from the city feels longer every time. My legs are aching. Does... Here. Display mode. Please be windowed. Force input. Fatal error. Are you fucking kidding me? Abort. Are you... Like, those options weren't there before. Did the game just seriously crash on me for that? I'm annoyed. I mean, it said DualShock, which is my controller. I think I'll just leave it, and it seems to default to it anyways. I'm not going to touch that. Normal. We can skip through this whole beginning part. So it defaults to starting in full screen, but it looks like it's full screen window, which I'm fine with. So I'm not going to mess with that. I'm going to turn down the volume of the music because the music is obscenely loud. The cutscene is obscenely loud. In fact, this is really quiet. Unless there's nothing there. Oh no, there's sound. So it's the cutscene has its own volume. Goody. Drive from the city feels longer every time. My legs are aching. Okay. Music volume, you can go down to half because we don't care. I'm not touching any of this other stuff. Oh. Getting so cold, I can't believe it's snowing again. It's already spring. Apparently she's loud. It's getting so cold, I can't believe it's snowing again. It's already spring. I like how I'm defaulting to the D-pad because of Tomb Raider. The sign was like a beacon in this tiny town. Even as a teenager, I found it comforting. Is that little Holly? Woof. The hot man. Little Holly, come on, Sam. I'm almost 30 now. My word, it's been a while. You made it back for the reunion after all, did you? It's a bear, wow. Yeah, that's right. Hard to believe it's been this long. Well, it's good to see you back, Holly. Glad to see you got in before the weather gets worse. Hi, Brad. Thank you for the resub. Congrats on the 29 months. 29, holy crap. Anyway, enough about all that. What can I get you? This one's on me. She looks like she's a whiskey kind of gal. One rye and ginger coming up. Wait, did that actually make a difference? He's in the back at his usual table. I don't trust the music to not get us muted, so... Thanks, Sam. Holly, come on, you know there's no running in here. Sorry, Sam. Sorry, Sam. Everyone in this town sure drank a lot when I lived here. I wish Flynn had left this place after school. Maybe things would have been different. Hey, Flynn. That's it? Seriously? Your best friend in the whole world gets a hey? Come on, have a seat. I like how jolly he is, and she's just not like, if only he had left. You have no other friends outside of this one guy that you're super depressed about? You woke up, you remember that you started streaming at 8 a.m. and came here. Yeah, it's up in the air on whether or not this is a normal stream time. It's either this or like 12 or 1, depending on if I've slept in. I'm really tired today. I was tempted to sleep more, but I already said I was going to start it like early today, so it's like I'm just going to force myself up. It's been a while since we've done this, you know, just sat down together, probably since just before Grace died. Yeah. Well, as much as I don't want to go to this reunion, it's nice to talk face to face instead of just over the phone. Yeah. Listen, I know you've got a lot to think about already, but well, I kind of want to talk to you about something. Probably Grace's death. Well, look who it is back here! Because this is normal. People just get angry and come back. Oh, great. Just what we need. You two got some nerve showing your face in here again. Wait, doesn't Flynn live in the town? God, Jack, you smell like a distillery. Have you been at it all day? You shut your mouth. I'm not here to talk to you. I'm here to talk to this piece of garbage. Doesn't he live in this town? Come on, Jack, leave us alone. We're just here for the reunion, same as you. Well, I'm sure everyone is going to be real glad to see you both tomorrow. The reunion without its homecoming queen. Oh, wait, was Grace the homecoming queen? Jack, what the hell do we talk about? Sit down. Ha ha ha. See you tomorrow, Flynn. Try not to cry too much when you see Grace's memorial. You're gonna make fun of dead people. That idiot hasn't changed at all. Don't listen to him. He's just trying to rile you up. What happened to Grace, it wasn't your fault. Yeah, I know. Do you? Holly, what was it that you wanted to talk about, you know, before? You know what? Don't worry about it. There'll be another time. Yeah, I'm sure there will be. Saturday, March 23, 6:45 p.m. The reunion. I couldn't sleep at all at the motel. I feel like hot garbage. I better get moving. Flynn's probably waiting up ahead. You know what I did when I got my invitation for my high school reunion? I looked at it and I threw it out. Hey. That's it? Your best friend in the whole world gets a hey? Come on, let's just get this over with. You don't have to go to a reunion. How's your leg? Cold makes it feel worse. I won't be running anywhere, that's for sure, but I can walk. Was I playing Sims before? Yeah, we did one house build. We didn't decorate the inside because it's supposed to be a starter home, and I uploaded it. It's a 70s inspired starter home. Well, that's good. Let's just go make our token appearance. Stay for an hour and then beat it. Yeah, okay, you're right. Thanks, Holly. We should just skip the party and go drink down here by the water like old times. I don't know how much we got away with that as much as we did. Remember when we tried to cook hot dogs in the old fire pit and almost burned the brush down? The bush down? Brush? Whatever. God, I thought we were going to go to jail. Those were good times back then. Bye. Why are there just candles lit like this? Seems like a bit much. Candles like this, more like a wake than a reunion. Oh God, Flynn, I'm so sorry. What a stupid thing to say. It's okay. I know you didn't mean anything. Dear Flynn, we're almost 30, which means it's been 12 years. Can you get over Grace? Whatever the hell's going on. Watches some horrible, tragic event that makes sense that he's not over it. Wow, it's been a long time, hasn't it? 10 years since we left this place. It doesn't really look any different, though, does it? 10 years? Why isn't it? Oh, well, she said almost 30, so it feels smaller somehow. What, she's like 28? Looks like the school decorated the trophy case with some old photos for the reunion. There's a photo of Jack when he was on the basketball team. Didn't we have like 2 schools offering him scholarships? Yeah, I think so, but he screwed it all up, drinking all the time. It's the sort of thing I even heard he was into drugs. Really? When was that? After the accident, actually. It's been 10 years, you dumb fuck. The old school crest, same as always. Didn't our motto mean never run from your dreams or something like that? You remember that? I'll be honest, I never paid much attention. I know we spent a lot of time running from classes, though. Come on, I think we were only mildly bad students for maybe 1 semester. Yeah, you're right. We were kind of a bunch of dorks. I don't remember there being so many rules in the school code of conduct. It's probably because morons like Jack did so many stupid things they had to add more. That is a very good point. We can go up the stairs. Oh no, Jack wasn't kidding. The school really did put up a memorial for Grace. Flynn, don't look. I told you, the whole town blames me for what happened. It's like they're rubbing it in my face. Come on, we've talked about this. You need to stop saying that. I'm getting annoyed with this whole Grace died from this accident thing and it must be his fault. By the way, it's been 10 years, but no one's gonna let him ever forget it. That just leads to the 2nd floor classrooms. The reunion is in the gymnasium, Holly. A stamina meter, which means monster chase or something? Of course it does. She breathes as she does it. What is this? This must be the guest book for the union. Lots of folks have signed it already. I don't want to sign it. I don't even want to remember I was here. Why is he even going to the reunion and if everyone's gonna like forcibly slap things in his face from 10 years ago? I'm sorry, Flynn. This probably isn't making things any easier. It's okay, but let's just go ahead and okay? He looks like he's gonna cry every 5 seconds. Doors have been blocked off by chairs. That hall leads to the music and art classes, I remember. Okay, here we go. You could have chosen to not go. Oh boy, it's busy in here. Not even the bad weather kept people away. Holly, I don't think I could do this. Come on, you'll be okay. We're only staying for an hour, remember? I think I'm just gonna go to the bathroom, okay? Okay, but don't take too long. I'll be in there for an hour. Damn, well, I might as well make the rounds a bit. A whole bunch of cupcakes and treats themed after the school's hockey team. I think I'll skip the blue snacks for now. Vivian Danvers? Wow, what? Holly, holy shit, it's so great to see you. How are you? I'm, okay, it's been a while. It sure has. I heard you moved to the city right after school. Yeah, that's right. Where did you hear that? Come on, Holly, you're looking at Bruce Bay's top local reporter. I keep tabs on everyone. That's creepy and you need a better hobby. Of course. Does that mean you took over the paper from your dad? You bet. When he retired, I stepped up. I've been modernizing it too. We even have a website. Wow, so you're really going high-tech now. That'd be good for the town. What about your sister? A local paper run by twins would be pretty cool. Well, Vanessa's usually too busy flirting with someone to help much with the paper. So what about you? Did you go off to college then? University. I'm a physiotherapist now. I mainly treat sports injuries. No shit, that's awesome. Damn, you must be in great shape. I'm a reporter. I keep tabs on everyone. Don't know what you did after school, but I know where you live. Oh, I ran about 3 times a week, so I suppose. Wow, that is at least 3 times more than Vanessa or I do, that's for sure. Haha, well, I should probably get going. It was nice to see you again, Vivian. Okay, Holly, take care. Who's this creepy looking guy? Mr. Sartain, right? From chemistry class? Holly, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. I had you in grade 12. How have you been, Mr. Sartain? Oh, please, it's just Dave now. School was a long time ago. Okay, I'll be honest. I can only think of you as Mr. Sartain, even after all these years later. Oh, I see. Well, I guess it's different for everyone. Vanessa never had a problem using my given name. Huh? Vanessa? Well, anyway, I mostly remember not being great in your class. I had a hard time with chemistry. Oh, yes, I recall it as well. Mr. Sartain, do you have to go somewhere? You look distracted. Is everything okay? Okay, yes, of course. I'm just looking out for someone. Wink, wink, hint, hint. Yeah, no problem. I'll leave it to you. God, stop being so even. Do you know her friend? Yeah, seriously. Hi, Carol. Long time no see. Oh my god. Holly, is it really you? Why does Holly look like she would be knowing people? Yeah, it's me. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Holly looks like she wouldn't know anyone. I'll say, the last time I saw you was right before graduation. You just disappeared after that. Yeah, I moved to the city to head off to university. Well, shit. So what about, you know? What do you mean? Flynn, of course. I wouldn't believe it when I found out that he was engaged to, you know who. To Grace. Yeah, right. I mean, I thought you two were a thing. Huh? No, it wasn't like that. We are just friends. Oh, well, that's too bad. You two always seemed really close. Say, he wouldn't happen to be here, would he? Yeah, he just went to the men's room, I think. I hope he comes back. I always remember he was pretty handsome. I want to hit on him now. It's a replica hockey jersey celebrating the season when the school's team won the inter-county championship. Why do you need a replica hockey jersey? We weren't that excited about the games, but I remember Flynn, Grace, Carol, and a whole bunch of us sneaking beers to the matches. I don't want to see that again. Oh, is this the flirty one? Hey, Vanessa? Yeah. It's Holly. Oh, well, so it is. Hi, how's it going? Good. Are you busy? I just wanted to say hi. Huh? Oh, no. Well, yes, in fact, I have a bit of an issue. Okay. Do you remember Mr. Sartain? Our 12th grade chemistry teacher? Right, that's him. Anyway, he was super hot, remember? No. Oh, okay, go on. Well, I maybe suggested we catch up later, you know, after this thing I have to take care of. And well, it turns out he hasn't been exactly honest with me. The photos he sends me are pretty. I'm not following here. Now, he just looks like my dad. I wasn't like that back in school. Yeah, I see what you mean. Right? So I'm in an awkward position, and, well, there's no point telling you about it, is there? Anyway, I have to cut this short. I need to, use the washroom. Okay, Vanessa, I know you were trying to sleep with the chemistry teacher, but you're upset that he looks older because 10 years have passed. It was great to catch up with you. Where is that idiot? If he's going to take forever, then I'm going to get a drink. Why did we have to have that cutscene for that? I don't know how much more of this I could take. Maybe I'll just go look for him in the hallway. I know Flynn isn't back that way. I should check the other door. Why? Maybe he went out there to get away from the crowd. Hello, Flynn? Yeah, there's something dripping from the ceiling. Even Sam's bar is better maintained than this school. Is that blood? It's a collection of notices about after-school events, schedule changes, and the like. There's an official note about what to do if roads get washed out or if a student sees any kind of flooding. One of the downsides of a town that was built next to a lake and 2 rivers. Someone's locker has been left wide open. It's empty. You know, these older lockers are pretty big. I could probably fit in there if I had to. It's our old chemistry lab. This is the first thing anyone ever learns in chemistry class, how a soap molecule works. I think this is the last concept I properly understood. I was hopeless. It's Mr. Sartain's desk. He's been teaching here for almost 20 years now. At the time, I had no idea he and Vanessa were, well, involved. That changes how I look at both of them, really. I can't believe they kept that secret for so long. She said afterwards, though, I thought. Blackboard still has notes on it from classes during the week. I think they have something to do with rust and oxidization. I never was great at chemistry. Vanessa always helped me with when I got stuck. Oh boy, hiding mechanics hinted about the lockers? Yes, seriously. It's a faded poster of the periodic table of elements. You can still see some faint marks of where students messed around. Ugh. I think Jack tried to make his own crude elements, but he was never smart enough to really pull it off. Classroom's wash station has been kept very clean. I imagine safety laws have something to do with that. Come to think of it, it smells very fresh, like it was used or cleaned very recently. That's odd. The storage cabinet for the classroom materials had been left unlocked and open. Everything's labeled so things can't be misplaced. It looks like some iron oxide was taken. Maybe Mr. Sartain just forgot to lock up. Yes, that's it. What the fuck was that? Holy crap. What was that noise? Hey, if I remember correctly, this used to be Vanessa's locker. Her sister's was in another wing. You can still see faint remains of writing across the old locker door. Oh, that's awful. Someone wrote slut in huge letters. It's barely visible now, but I can still make it out. The writing is so old, it's probably from when we were here. I had no idea anyone did this. It's horrible. She was sleeping with the chemistry professor. Door won't budge. I don't think it's important anyway. Damn, it's really dark up here. It's starting to feel really cold. Wait a minute. Our old homeroom was in this hallway. Maybe Flynn went in there. Ugh, it's a pair of creepy mannequins. I hate these things. Somewhat rusty-looking old water fountain. Just like always, it got a small, steady leak. Door won't budge. I don't think it's important anyway. Why is there blood all over? There are beer bottles here. It looks like one of these discount brands with a yellow label. Is that blood? Wow, this is our old homeroom, all right. It's too dark to see much, but it appears the same. Something smells off in here, though, like someone forgot their lunch over the weekend. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Why? It's the teacher's desk. I see our old homeroom teacher at the reunion. I wonder if she's still here. I don't see her. Whatever was written here has been covered by dozens of angry chalk scratches, making the board illegible. It's Grace. Hey, this is my old desk. It's been scratched all over with deep cuts. There's a group of empty beer bottles with yellow labels and a blue pack of cheap cigarettes. What the? Is this what's his name from the bar? Oh God, it's Jack. At least I'm pretty sure it is. The head has been completely disfigured and his innards are everywhere like he was pulled inside out. There was a note shoved into Jack's shirt. It's covered in blood now, but I can still make out parts of it. You should have stopped when I told you. Some kind of keyring. It looks like the kind a custodian would carry. This is awful. What's going on? I need to find Flynn. Or notices an announcement, most of which are the same as the ones I saw on the first floor. However, there's a new one here that mentions some stolen lab supplies. Wonder if this is referring to the open cabinet I saw in chemistry class. So glad I have the custodian's keys now. What's that sound? Polly will encounter unseen horrors that are hunting her. Watch to see if she seems nervous or the room is unnaturally cold. If Polly gets too close, enemies will see her. She can use dark places like this one, however, to hide. Her stamina meter will vibrate and change color depending on how close something is. The lights around her will react as well. When enemies are dangerously close, her heart will pound. If Polly runs while her heart is pounding, they'll hear her. Ooh, ooh. Ooh. What the fuck is that? Okay, cold, black, and infinite. I was trying to skip past it and it caused me to click it. So she left the hiding space immediately.
Where are you? Stop. Where are you?
Why? I'm so confused. Okay. The locker was open to hide him, but it wasn't letting me hide in it. Holy shit, I gotta keep moving. Oh, no, that isn't a no hide. Okay. Fucking hell. It's just some of the mechanics are... So, the eye symbol with the no is your hiding spots. Which I thought that was a you can't use it. What the hell was that? The hallway felt so cold. I was like my hands were going numb. Did that thing kill Jack? Okay, I need to calm the hell down. It's not going to help if I start freaking out. Wait a minute, I don't hear any music anymore. I should check the gym. Gah! I can't open the door. It just snapped shut and locked itself. This is insane. I have to find Flynn and get out of here. Everywhere else is blocked off. I'll head outside and check the car. Flynn, you idiot. Are you out here? Damn it. Wind must have blown out all the candles. Uh-oh. Blood all over the guardrails. What? My car, it's been completely totaled. Who could have done this? Oh god, no, it's that thing. It's found me. There's nowhere to hide here. I have to make a run for it. Chapter 2, Things Begin to Unravel. Saturday, March 23, 8:12 p.m. Oh god, my legs. It was so hard running through all that slush and water. The town is already beginning to flood over. Flynn, I'm so sorry. I'm such a coward. I should have stayed to look for you. Now look at the mess we're in. Stamina meter's low. Only one way to go. So far, the game's very linear. Hello? Damn it, I don't hear anyone. I don't see a phone or anything else I can use to call for help either. should just look around. What the? It's a radio coming from inside that office. The sound is mostly just static, but I could just hear a voice. His work schedule pinned to the bulletin board here. Apparently the last two employees here were Virgil Collier and Ken Peterson. Office is locked. Some kind of a 4-digit security pad next to the door. There's a note taped to the wall. It says, Virgil generator's acting up again. I thought you checked it. I'll be working on it all morning thanks to you. Go get coffee, KP. Ken Peterson. It's so cold again. What the hell is that thing? Old basin is caked with mold and smells stale. There's some ripped up instant photos at the bottom. Some musty workers' clothes and an old hard hat here. Has this place really been run down this long? How could this place even function? No wonder the town has problems with flooding all the time. Ugh, it smells like a slaughterhouse in here. My head is spinning, which means another person's dead. Maintenance checklist for the station's generator. Workers were required to sign and date each inspection. Last inspection was just a few days ago by Ken Peterson. This is the station's main generator. Even for such a small station, it makes a lot of noise. It looks quite old and it's been patched up several times. Oh, what the hell? What did I just see? There's nobody here now, just something stuck to the wall. There's a body here, what's left of one. That remains of some bits of flesh and bone and a uniform. There's half of a name tag still visible in the uniform. It says Peterson. Oh god, this is disgusting. There's blood and who knows what else everywhere. Wait, there's some photographs here stuck in the blood. 10, 14, 12? Am I gonna need to write this stuff down? It might be their ages, but it might also help with that door lock. Abigail 10, Jeremy 14, Susie 12. Wait, there's some photographs here stuck in the blood, and I can't do anything. I have a feeling it's supposed to be their ages, but... There's a newspaper in here about one of the local kids' Pee-wee hockey teams. The caption lists the names and ages of the players. One of them is Adrian Collier, 7. Boxes of old parts strewn about here. Someone was in a hurry to find something. Looks like the workers hoarded decades-old equipment in here just to keep things running. Hey, that's weird. There's a shoebox hidden behind these machine parts. I wonder what's inside. What's this? Go away. Hey, what's in here? There are dozens of instant photos tucked away under receipts and papers. Derek Collier, 15. These look like they're members of the class because the girl on the left looks like someone. It's a photo of Carol. She looks like she's holding some kind of envelope and waiting for somebody. Photo on the right. Oh, it's Jack. Jack looks angry as usual. Looks like he's opening a patient door like in a hospital. Image in the middle is of somebody's kid wearing hockey equipment. There's a name written on the photo. Derek Collier, 15. Virgil Collier. And Ken Peterson. I bet it's 4 digits, so... Can I do this with the mouse instead? So it's not Adrian and Virgil together. It's 24. Ken Peterson and Virgil Collier. Virgil, generator's acting up again. I thought you checked it. I'll be working on it all morning. Thanks to you. Go get coffee. 15 was underlined. You're right. Well, here's what we can do. At 15, 10, 14, 12... I hate the pushing. 10, 15. Why it's Abigail and then Derek, I don't know. Maybe Abigail was underlined, I didn't notice it. Radio's still on, I need to answer it. Boxes of files about the station, work logs, maintenance manuals, and like everything's soaked. This monitoring equipment appears well past its prime. How could anyone even track the floods with this? Just hope Flynn's still on the other end. Let's see if I can zero in on a signal. Why would you think Flynn's on the other end? I feel like there's something they skipped. There's an old security monitor station here, but the screens only show static. Holly, if you're out there and could hear me, answer me. I have no idea how that works. Flynn, it's me. Oh, thank God, Holly, you're alive. You're okay. I feel like the story just jumped and took a turn and never told us why it took that turn. What the hell is going on? Where are you? I'm at the cemetery, I think. Where are you? I'm at the hydro dam. I was just barely able to get to your signal. What the hell are you doing down there? Why would he... So what's this game about? Apparently Flynn is constantly crying over some girl named Grace that died 10 years ago when they were in high school, who apparently he must have been engaged to because, you know, high school romance. And he can't stop crying about her, and the school can't stop poking fun at him and saying it's your fault, neener. And then there's some crazy, almost invisible monster that's coming after us that we're trying to hide from, and now we're apparently trying to track down Flynn's radio signal, except nothing told us that he was on the radio. Or that it was a radio signal. So I kind of feel like the story just took a right turn or a left turn and just didn't bother to tell us why we took that turn. I don't know. I'm inside somewhere like a crypt or something. I feel like I've been hit by a truck. I found this portable radio with a bunch of other junk. Come on, you have to come pick me up so I can get out of here. I can't. My car was totaled, but just hang on. I'm coming to get you. What was that? Flynn, answer me. No, damn it. The radio signal was cut off. I have to get to the cemetery. He could be hurt or worse. The fastest way is through the trailer park, if it hasn't flooded over again. Also, I know they're talking about bad weather, but it wasn't raining at all. Why are they just talking about floods constantly? Usually doesn't that have rain involved? I better hurry. Like, I feel like there's a whole chunk of story that they completely just forgot to tell us about. God, Flynn, please be okay. Your guess is it's a fairly small town. People are more likely to hold on to the resentment. I can't go back. I have to keep moving. Then why the fuck didn't he move? My youngest, your oldest. There's a sticky note on the wall. Okay. Let's get out of here. Unexpected Revelations, Chapter 3, Saturday, March 23rd, 9:15 p.m., like another hour later. We could walk all over town very quickly within an hour. Oh no, this place is even worse than I imagined. Flynn told me how badly this park was damaged by last year's flood. It's probably completely abandoned by now, but it's the quickest way to the cemetery. I have to keep going. Why are there just lights strung up? A huge do not enter sign has been taped over the community board. There's a big evacuation notice here from the municipality. According to the date, it was put up last spring when the town has once again suffered a series of floods. Flynn told me about it. The water wiped out half of the homes here. Rotted trees that eventually collapsed only made it worse. Trailer door is locked tight. There's a little red heart sticker beside the lock. What? Oh. Oh no, it's just as I feared. There's something wrong with the road ahead. That's why we're just breaking into these homes. Looks like I can get through to the other part of the trailer park from here. What if I just go this way? These trailers are completely abandoned. I can smell the dampness of rotting wood. Water has completely washed the road away. I won't be able to get to the cemetery like this. The old industrial pump here looks decrepit, and the starter key is missing, but it might still work. Did we miss something in guessing to get the radio working? I have no idea. Furniture has been destroyed and all the cupboards have been emptied. The owner probably just took what they needed when they evacuated. Why bother cleaning this up? Yeah, I kind of agree with Brad. I've been paying attention to everything. And things just aren't happening. It's getting cold again. I could hear something up ahead. Another evacuation notice. It's so awful to think about how many people lost their homes. Oh no, this is exactly why I didn't want to come here to this trailer park. This was Grace's house. So damp in here. I feel chilled to the bones. I can see the nearby ravine. Even now it's flooded over again. When the trailer park was evacuated, so many people just left their stuff because it was too damaged. Grace's father must have had to leave a lot behind. Just imagine losing your whole life like this and having to start over. It's been here for an entire year. It's a charming painting of a sailboat in a lake. Grace's father used to make stuff like this all the time. I remember sitting in front of this fireplace when we were younger after swimming. This fireplace in the trailer. Why would there be a fireplace in the trailer? Like a full-blown fireplace. Oh, it's a photo of Grace's old dog, Ranger. He died just after the accident. He was already old by then, but after things happened, Flynn said it was like he just faded away. Looks like the main bedroom, but it's all torn to hell. Flooding has collapsed part of the floor here. Whoa, this closet is full of newspaper clippings and some of Grace's things. Maybe there's something useful here. It's a smashed up photo frame. It's difficult to make out what's behind the broken glass, but I think it's a photo of Flynn and Grace. Okay. Shoebox of old photos. Grace's dad must have kept these. There's a photo of Grace when she was young. The back says May 20th, 1979, 3:02 p.m. A very specific time to note. It's so specific, I'm gonna take a screenshot with my phone. If the camera can pop up anytime soon, thanks. It's a swim schedule from a few years ago. I remember Grace would swim at the health center during the winter. Morning time slot is circled, 7:15 a.m. That seemed to be important to somebody. Probably to Grace when she needed to remember what time she had to go to her swim classes. There's a newspaper clipping here from the week when Grace died. The article goes over the details we all know already. It also says the time of death was 1:35 a.m. It's not a screenshot's word. Look, it's a picture on my phone. Yes, it's a picture. Whatever. You know, I don't think Flynn ever told me that. Does it matter what time she died? Flynn, why didn't you tell me that she died at 1:35 a.m.? Oh, God, why? What the hell was that? The mirror just shattered all by itself. It was really Holly's fault. She just never told anyone. Door won't budge, but I don't see a keyhole. There must be another way to open it. Like that. Wow, there are all kinds of printouts taped to the wall. These are notes by Grace's dad, lists of people and town dates and times, and even markings on a map of the area. It mentioned Virgil Collier and Kent Peterson from the Hydro Dam. One says something about candid photographs. There's a note here about the lumber mill and a photo of a balding aged man I don't recognize. Grace's dad's old computer. The thing was a relic even before the flooding. But then again, her family was never rich. Her dad always had a hard time finding work because of his health problems. I thought he'd be happy when he finally got the job at the lumber mill, but he always seemed on edge. Hey, wait a minute. There's an old alarm clock beside the computer. I didn't notice before. Obviously, the power went out at some point because the time hasn't been set. The clock looks to be in rough shape, but I think it still works. Of course, just setting this clock will, like, do something important. Let's do the time of Grace's death and watch as some ghost comes out or some shit. Oh, that seemed to do something. Heard a sound out in the hall. Maybe I should go see what it did. Home repairs, computer programming, vehicle maintenance. I remember he always checked out a lot of books in the library, too. Window has been left open. Who knows for how long? It's pretty chilly in here. I'll be damned. Seems like it unlocked now. Oh, of course. This was Grace's room. Feels really weird to be in here. Photo was taken just after Flynn and Grace got engaged. I remember because Grace was wearing that dress with the sunflowers on it. She always made sure she looked good when she went out. She was so beautiful. This old wardrobe was always so beautiful. Doesn't look like her dad moved much around after she died. I remember this old shirt of hers. They don't have a bathroom. She has a picture of a horse that just went that freaked out. It was like, I feel like that horse picture just shook to be all like, hey Josie, where are you, Josie? I'm here. There's an open envelope here on top of this shelf. Oh, it's a letter from Flynn. Grace, I spoke to your father today. I went to the lumber mill on his lunch hour. He seemed upset, but he wouldn't say why. He kept looking around like he was expecting someone to pop out at any moment. First, I thought it meant our conversation was going to go badly, but I was mistaken. Once I told him why I was there, he was all smiles. He gave us his blessing. We can get married. Your dad shook my hand and told me how happy he was. Grace's bed. Flynn used to tell me Grace always had a hard time sleeping. He said they'd talk on the phone a lot if she couldn't sleep. Grace's bedside table is stuffed with paper and pens. They're all slimy and gross from water damage. There are letters here. One of them says it was never sent. Let's see what it says. I know I kept you waiting for an answer, and I'm sorry, but the answer is no. I've made my choice. I'm going to marry Flynn. Please try to understand. I'll miss you, and I'll always miss your beautiful photographs. Here is your key back. Grace. Ew. Oh my god. Grace was seeing somebody else? I had no idea. Did Flynn know? The worn key with a little heart keychain on it next to the letter. Well, we know where we're going with that. Also, what's with the static? Poor Flynn. I don't know what to do. Oh, shit. I think one of those things is inside the house. Ollie can crawl under or behind certain objects to hide. Look for dark, low spaces for safety. Yeah. No longer out here because it went inside the house. Grace was a slut. I think Grace was seeing that older guy. Phew, I'm in the clear again finally. I wonder what that heart-shaped key I found in Grace's bedroom is for. I wonder if it's for the lock that has a heart on it. It was for whoever lived here. God, what a dump. It smells absolutely rank. Kitchen is riddled with dirty old dishes and beer cans. Everything is awash in moldy water. Even the seating area is covered in stale smelling beer cans and old pizza boxes. I don't think the owner liked to cook much. What the hell? I want to go in there. Half-finished letter on the bed. It's dried off enough to be legible. I'll be heading out there in the spring to work with you. You were right about everything. No more sneaking around. She made her choice, and look where it got her. She's gone now. Things are weird around here anyway. Keep hearing sounds like I'm losing it. Did you get my latest photos? Like I said, there's more going on in this town than people want to believe. Virgil. She was messing around with an older man. I just got an achievement. 10 pals. Oh God, what happened here? Why? What? Why is this game trying to be Silent Hill? What just happened? There's a whole lot of trash and old clothes scattered here. What? Wow, a key. Huh, there was a small key among all the junk. Where can I use this little key? I feel like it's like hidden object game when it's doing this kind of thing, but it's not even that hidden. Shower looks like the inside of a blender. The odor's making my eyes water. Beside the shower stall is a blue shirt with a sunflower pin on it. Ominous eyeball. Ugh, the smell in there has made me lightheaded. I feel sick to my stomach. I'm gonna throw up now. Oh God. Even the seating area is covered with... Okay. The ghost of Grace is just angry. Come on, I have to get this stupid thing working if I'm going to see Flynn. It's a filthy old piece of paper taped to the top. It's got some weird smudges on it. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, I got a picture of it. Okay, the motor is now on at least. Now I just need to figure out how to start the pumping process. One, 2, 3, 1, 2. So maybe it's this one. Push that. Then this one. Push that. Then this one. Push that. Then this one. God. Push that. And then this one. No. Oh. I think I was looking at it wrong. Okay, let me try that again. This one. This one. This one. This one. This one. This one. There we go. Got it. I think that did something. Enough water has been drained from the road ahead. I should be able to get out by now. No one could figure out how to do this for the last year. Hang on, Flynn. Please be okay. I don't even know how long this game is, but I feel like it's short. Unearthing the Truth, Chapter 4. It's 11:35 p.m. Oh my god. Wind is really picking up. It's so cold out here. Come on, Flynn. Please be okay. We have to get out of here. There are heavy footprints in the dirt here. They look fresh. Gate is locked with a heavy chain. The lock is attached to some kind of old-fashioned metal cylinder. The hang tag here as well with a note on it. Tell me the story about my sweetheart's life. The cursor part seems too sensitive, also not sensitive enough. I'm also using the gamepad. I have a feeling it works better with the mouse and keyboard. It's a mausoleum up ahead. That should be where Flynn said he was. Flynn, are you here? Damn it, I don't hear anything in here except the wind. God, even if I find Flynn, what am I going to say? If I tell him about Grace's affair, it'll break his heart. She's dead. And to be honest, how can he move on if that's all he's thinking about? How can we move on? It's been 10 years. But he's my best friend. Don't I owe him the truth? It's been 10 years. This niche contains a newer looking urn. Can't be more than a couple of years old. A little plaque says our time together was a constant spiral. Spiral. Niches in this section don't look like they've been very well maintained. It's a very old urn has been set here. It has a description engraved on it. Our love began when we met in the mountains. Oh my god. You hope Grace pops out of her coffin. This urn looks almost brand new. Someone has left some flowers and a handwritten card beside it. Our love is infinite. Old-looking urn placed into one of the niches here. Someone placed a note beside the urn. Together for 3 beautiful decades. Oh, that's both sweet and sad at the same time. There's a red dusty urn here that looks very stately, but I don't think anyone has visited it for some time. This is where Flynn was, alright. He said they were camping supplies. Must have been that radio that he used to call me. It's just emanating static now. That's weird. There's a library book here, too. Some cheap publication on local legends. Can't possibly look at that library book. Tell me the story about my sweetheart's life. Let me see. Our love began when we met on the mountains. Oh, spiral, mountain, no? Ugh. I didn't quite take the pictures in order. puzzle's so easy it makes me, yeah, they're not hard. So there's spiral, mountains, infinite, 3. Spiral, mountains, infinite, 3. It didn't work. Maybe it's the order that they come in. Hold on. Let me try this. 3 and then infinite. Oops. No, I'll do it. Hold on. I think it's the order it says it in. Hold on. Unless it's backwards from the front back here. Time together was a constant spiral. Love began when we met in the mountains. Hold on. Let me try that. Our love is infinite. Together for 3 beautiful decades. So what about 3 infinite mountain spiral? I'm upset. I think it said, love began at the mountaintop.
Mushroom.
Panda Brady, thank you for the follow. Our love is infinite. Together for 3 beautiful decades. Life was a constant spiral. I don't know. I'm upset. RFA8. What? No. Yeah, Brad, go ahead. What coffee? I'm actually wondering if this gravestone is an indication of anything. Oh, pay attention to the age of the... Oh, okay. I didn't actually think about that. Okay. Newer. So, spiral. old mountain. Almost brand new. Infinite. And then it's gonna be 3 in the afterwards, isn't it? An old looking, yeah. Okay. I probably would have gotten that if I had read it over again, but yeah. Keep falling asleep. I'm getting to that point. I want to sleep. So, it should be Spiral, Infinite, this, and then Mountain. I'm angry. Or is it in reverse order now? Infinite. I'm sorry, what? Niche contains a newer looking urn. So maybe Infinite, maybe Spiral is second and the almost new. So Infinite Spiral. Let me try that. The wording is wonky. Hi, Phoenix Fire. Never seen this game before, but it looks interesting. It is relatively interesting-ish. I have some problems with some of it. Are you as angry as I am, Brad? Contains a newer looking urn. Can't be more than a couple of years old. Our time together was a constant spiral. What is this? So our niches in this section don't look like they've been maintained very well. There's a red dusty urn here that looks very stately, but I don't think anyone has visited it for some time. placed into one of the niches. Someone placed a note beside it. Someone has left some flowers and a handwritten card. Our love is infinite. Old urn. 3 beautiful decades. Almost brand new. So I think hold on. Very old urn. Our love began when we met in the mountains. Newer looking urn, can't be more than a couple of years old. Our time together was a constant spiral. So here's what I'm wondering. A red dusty urn here that looks very stately, but I don't think anyone has visited it for some time. I have an idea. It's really, really wonky and out there, but it's rough around the edges, but clearly has some passion behind it. Maybe they just didn't have many playtests to let them know the story and logic jumps. They're expecting the player maker a bit big. Yeah, tell me the story about my sweetheart's life. So, infinite. Nope. Or we can do...
But why?
Oh!
D.
Thank you for the resub at tier 2. Wow. Did 26-month anniversary. Happy month anniversary. 26. Holy crap. The tier 2. That's really sweet. Thank you. So there was the one urn that hasn't been visited in a while. Let's put that at the bottom. Because it was stately, let's say it was this. No. Oh, thanks, Carl. I don't know what to do with this. Like, the only other thing I can do is putting this in reverse. Spiral. This and then mountain. I'm angry because that's stupid. That worked. The lock on the cylinder has been released. So it's the closer to you. Hello? Your footprints here, they look like the men's boots, but I don't see 2 different sizes. Holly! Oh my god, Flynn, finally. What the hell happened? I heard somebody coming, so I had to shut off the radio and hide. Hide from what? Not what, who? There was a man, I couldn't see him. But then I heard this voice calling from outside, so I followed it out here to this grave. The voice, it sounded like Grace. What? Flynn, that's crazy. How do you even remember her voice after 10 years? I mean, Grace is dead. I know that, But why else would I have been called out here? This is where she was buried. No, listen, okay? I was worried sick about you, alright? Holly. And when your radio cut off, I thought you might be dead. So I rushed over here. God, Flynn, the shit I had to get through just to make it here. This story would have been better if it had taken place only like a year or two after Grace's death. 10 years is a little... like... I get being sad for losing someone, especially someone that you were supposed to have gotten married to, but you think he would have moved on a little bit more than this. It said, my sweetheart's life, therefore you start with the beginning, therefore the oldest, and go down. Oh. Oh, I didn't even think of it that way. Yeah, I guess that does make sense. Holly, what are you... and now, here you are again. Grace, listen to yourself. I'm not answering that. I don't know who that is. Flynn, please, Grace is gone. You can't keep beating yourself up over this. Is he digging her up? You need to move on. You said it yourself. This is her grave. This is where she was buried. I know, but... Did you hear that? No goddamn way. She's been alive all this time for 10 years in this box. Grace, Holly, it's Grace. She's still in there. It's been 10 years, dude. Come on, Flynn, don't do this. Hurry, help me get this casket open. We have to get her out. Dude, she's been buried for 10 years. You think she's still alive? I want this. Okay, the latches are open. Help me get this lid off quick. Flynn, we need to stop this right now. This isn't going to make things right. Just hurry, damn it. No. I mean, what is your problem, dude? What? There's nothing here. Flynn, I told you. Hold on, though. There are still some things inside the casket. It's one of our old photos, but it's decayed so much you can't even make Grace out anymore. It doesn't just look decayed. It looks like somebody deliberately scratched off her side of the photo. It's a heart pendant I gave Grace when we started dating. It cost me just $2. Jimmy on this gravestone. She really had a thing for hearts, didn't she? Huh? What do you mean by that? Oh, nothing. I just meant I remembered her having that pendant, too. It's part of the dress that Grace was buried in. I was the one who chose it for the burial. Her father said it was up to me. Oh, God, Holly, what is going on here? I can't take this anymore. The accident was almost 2 years ago. Didn't they say it was 10 years ago? But Grace, she's all I can think about. Didn't they say it happened like right after graduation? And graduation was like 10 years ago? Yeah, it was the 10-year high school reunion, but I thought they said that she died shortly after the school reunion. Ugh. Did we time travel? Either that or they were very bad at relaying information. I don't remember at any time them mentioning that the accident was 2 years ago. 2 years ago makes more sense. Anyways, I know. I can't even sleep anymore. When I close my eyes, it's like she's right there. Come on, you need to listen to me. It's going to be okay. You and me, we're going to get through this, all right? Look, Flynn, about what I wanted to say to you back at Sam's bar. Well, Holly, look out! I don't know. I'm gonna have to relook at the beginning to see when it happened. Chapter 5 slow recovery at 1:45 a.m. I mean, it makes more sense if it happened only 2 years ago, but I could have sworn they said it was like 10 years ago. Oh god, my head is in agony. Wait a minute, I'm in the hospital. How did I get here? Flynn, are you here? Okay, I need to slow down. Take a breath. I can't do anything like this. I need to find some painkillers or I won't be able to think straight. I just need drugs without a doctor's prescription. The sign says the doors lead to the west wing of the hospital. Door is sealed shut. I'll have to find another way. This plant looks like it died a long time ago. You can see a cabin inside the nurse's station. There must be painkillers in there. Need to find a way to get inside before I pass out from the pain. Doors to the nurse's station is locked. There's a card reader, though. Hello, is anybody there? Looks like I'm going to have to look after myself. Well, she is a physiotherapist, that is true. Sign says the door leads to the administration wing. Door's been locked tight. Maybe there's a way to open it somewhere. Sign says these doors lead to the hospital's east wing. Let's go to the west wing real quick. Door's been locked tight. Maybe there's a way to open it somewhere else. Funny thing is, her mention of being a physiotherapist was such a blip, I kind of forgot about it. Like, it would have been helpful if it had come up one more time. Oh, boy. I have to take this call. So we're going to do a BRB, and I will be right back. I like how now I'm starting to get phone calls about jobs. Like out of nowhere, like crazy. Love that ringtone. It's I think it's the Song of Storms. There's a huge hole in the wall. I'll have to come back to this later. My head is pounding. Plaque beside the door says this is the office of Director Martin Hoffman. Oops. No, whatever. No meds here. Okay. It's just a chart. This can't help me right now. It's a skeleton model. The head is missing. It's a very messy desk. I can't see any medication here. This drawer seems to be locked, but I can't worry about that now. Not the West Wing, anything but the West Wing. This photo, it's been smashed as if in a struggle. There's glass everywhere. Plaque beside the door says this is the staff room. Maybe there's a card in here then. What is that awful smell? Probably someone dead. That's what it's been lately. Some kind of whiteboard. This doesn't help me right now. Which means when she gets medicine, she might be okay. Looks like one of the staff left a magnetic card lying around. There's a disgusting wet mess here. It smells like blood. This is going to make me sick. I can't look at this right now. Okay. We will come back here when we are able to move properly. Wait. There we go. Door to the nurse's station is locked. There's a key card reader here, though. The key card worked. That was really wonky. What would be the state of confusion here? Oh my god. Oh god, finally, please let there be something here I can use. I hate drugs. Yeah, that's totally fine. Oh, thank god, there's a bottle of acetaminophen here. I just need to get it open. Finally. You go, Darla knockoff. I'm starting to be able to think straight again. Oh god, what am I going to do? I had finally caught up to Flynn, now I'm all the way out here. Buy me dinner full of drugs. He could be at the cemetery, or he could be dead by now for all I know. Maybe I should look around. There's got to be a reason I ended up here. There's an electrical panel here. It looks like the various breakers can be turned on or off. Yeah, acetaminophen is basically like Tylenol or Advil or something. I don't remember which it is. Isaac knows. Bright yellow sticky note is affixed to the computer monitor. It says left has to be 18, right has to be 27. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. Old-fashioned desk is littered with dusty reports and forms. There's incident reports about Grace's father. Apparently it became quite violent on several occasions and had to be restrained. Shelf in here is completely packed, but it looks like somebody was going through all the patient files. Folders of documents have been ripped out and thrown on the floor like someone was searching for something. Advil is Motrin? Oh, okay. Door is locked tight. Maybe there's a way to open it somewhere else. Plant is something a long time ago. Sign says this means to the administration wing. Maybe I should check out the west wing first. Leads to the hospital's east wing. Maybe I should check out the west wing first. Door's been locked tight. Maybe there's a way to open it elsewhere. Door's sealed shut. I'll have to find another way out. Don't know what I would have done if I hadn't found those meds. Maybe I should check out the west wing first. Left has to be 18, right has to be 27. I think it's E, F, G, H. So A, B, C, D. I don't understand what these are. So everything's off. Advil's decent for headaches and normal pains. Let's assume that A is... Let's do that A, B. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4. But there's so many options. This thing? Oh. Some kind of note just taped to the wall. Maybe one of the maintenance people put it here. D is worth 12. C is worth 20. B is worth 6. A is worth 8. Oh my god. Hold on. Need me a new piece of paper. A is worth 8. B is worth 6. C is worth 20. D is worth 12. E is worth D and B. So 18. F is worth 1. G is worth the same as A. H is worth twice as much as A, so that's 16. And based upon the note that we found on the computer, which I took a screenshot, a picture of. I took a screenshot. Left has to be 18. So what? That's E. There's another way to get 18, I think, isn't there? Yeah, B and D. Left has to be 18, right has to be 27. Unless you have to have everything on except for those. What if we just tried working on 27? Say it's like I don't think it is, but let's just try 27. So if we did, that would see C, B, and F. Administration. West wing of the hospital. Left has to be 18. Right has to be 27. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. So what if we do A and G, that's 16. No. A, G, and D would work, I think, if we're doing like 27. No, it wouldn't. That'd be 28. But D, G, F, and B would work. Yeah, the left four switches need to make 18, and the right four switches need to make 27. Oh, maybe. Left has to be 17. Okay. That's... Left has to be 18. Okay. You know what? I think you're right. Hold on. So, D, and then B, and then right has to be 27. Let's turn these off. 27. So... E, F, G. E, F, G. Yep. No, you're very right. Thank you. That did the trick. Lights are starting to come back on. Starting to feel chilly in here, especially towards the west wing. Maybe I should check it out. Resetting the electrical panel must have also reset the lock. The door's open now. Now this is spookily in here. Oh shit, not again. Door's jammed shut. I won't be able to open it. What the hell was that? The curtain was closed before. I'm sure of it. Why are you giving me your mug? Is there even sweetener in it?
Yeah.
It's a really small mug.
I have no idea why I did that.
I don't know what you're thinking. It's not the first time it's spoken. It's spoken before. Every single time it keeps saying the same thing. The curtain was closed before, I'm sure of it. Some blood stains here on the bed, almost like something had rubbed against the sheets. There's a patient report here. It says that the patient here had been moved from another room. Due to violent altercation with patient in next ward, Mr. Sartain was transferred to semi-private ward. New injuries sustained include femur fractures and mild concussion. Day nurse should perform cognitive tests twice daily. What the hell? According to the other pages here, Mr. Sartain was admitted for what he claimed was food poisoning. The nurse's note says otherwise, though. This note says the drugs were found in his system, though Mr. Sartain denied using any. Wait. How does she know anything about Mr. Sartain? We haven't mentioned anything about him. Nor have we found any information about him. We talked to him briefly, and she's like, hey, you're the chemistry teacher. Do you remember me? Yeah, I had you once in 12th grade. Yeah, that was great. Bye. And then we never heard about him again. Except that he was probably having an affair with that one girl. Who we assumed it was during while they were in school. And she's all like, ew, I wanted to have an affair with him. He was hot back then, but now I'm trying to avoid him because he's older now. It reminds me of my dad. I feel like some of their delivery on the story is a little sketchy. The damp, chilly breeze coming in through the part of this window. Glass here looks like it's been smashed as if someone tried to break in or out. Heavy-duty model of a human skull here. Oh, we know where to put that. Door's jammed shut. I won't be able to open it. What happened here? It's so hard to see in the dark, but I can feel this odd, choking sense of anger. Patient report tucked away here. It's for Grace's father. Report is page after page of scrambled notes by different nurses and doctors. Violent outbursts, refusal to take medication, attempts to sign himself out. Why is this all still left here? Unprovoked displays of extreme aggression have forced us to move him into a private ward for the safety of the staff and other patients. There's another page here that has a photocopy of a police report. It says that Grace's father attacked a visitor, but the visitor didn't press charges. Wait, the name of the visitor on this report, it was Jack. It's a medical cabinet here, but it's shut tight. It's been modified to have some kind of intricate, heavy locking mechanism. It doesn't use a key, but there's a series of odd-looking dials beside the cabinet. I get the feeling that somebody really doesn't want anyone to see what's inside here. Oh boy. 4 little dials here, fashioned as some kind of homemade locking mechanism. Looks like they have letters on them. Oh. The spiral, the infinity symbol. Look at this. There's a dead man on the floor. A pin on his coat says his name was Martin Hoffman and that he was the hospital director. He's only been dead for a few hours, I'd guess. That's not a few hours. There's blood all around him on the floor. It's still wet. He seems to have been clutching something when he died. He's only been dead a few hours, but he looks like this. It's an x-ray sheet of someone's chest that's covered in blood. What the label says that it was for Grace's father. I'm pretty sure the doctors use chest x-rays as a way to catch strokes before they happen. Maybe this was taken before? But why would this still be here? Oh god, I can see the director's torso now. His heart is missing. His x-ray has covered all sorts of scratches. Maybe with the correct light I could look more closely. You're worth more than $1. This is fake news.
Where are you?
Bye. Fubo is a little bitch. Because you're $1 fuzzy. Large hole in the wall almost as like something was thrown up against it. The damage is so severe, though. Who or what could have done this? Plaque beside the door says this is the office of Dr. Martin Hoffman. Shelf is extremely messy. There are flies and books strewn about everywhere. Either someone didn't care for the place, or somebody was looking for something. Whiteboard is covered in schedule notes and staffing comments, but one phrase has been scrawled over everything. Got you back. Medical diagram of a human skeleton has got notes and terminology all over it. The head on the chart is highlighted as if it's supposed to be important. Life-size human skeleton model. The head is missing. Thank God I have that. Get over here. Head fits squarely on the model's shoulders. I think I heard a click somewhere within the office because that's opened doors. Desk drawer popped open, extremely messy inside. Wait a minute, there's an x-ray sheet here, covered by a stack of forms and reports. Label says it's for Flynn. It's an x-ray of his leg. Man, it looks worse than I ever imagined. No wonder he limps like that. He limps? Flynn limps? Poor Flynn, the accident really changed him forever in more ways than one. This x-ray has marks all over it, but I can't tell if they mean anything. Perhaps if I had the right kind of light. Flynn limps? Also, I like how someone was like, got you back and killed the doctor. I'm like, what? No. Photo of the hospital director has been completely smashed, probably deliberately. Seems like someone wasn't too fond of the director. Or the hospital. Staff room. Whiteboard has notes by the nursing staff on it. Looks like some nurses were concerned about some patients. One note says, watch out for Mr. I can't make out the name. It's been rubbed off. Note continues, he's been extra angry lately. Was it Mr. Sam, whatever his name? Looks like someone is packing kitchen items in here. There's a whole pile of basic stuff shoved in this box. Someone ransacking the staff room? It sure looks like it. Yeah. Table is a filthy, dark mess. Everything smells like blood and copper. Oh my god, in the middle of the mess is a human heart. Looks like it was violently ripped out. The ventruses are worn and there's blood everywhere. Pick it up. She did. I guess we can go put this back inside the doctor's body. Not remembering her asking how his leg was before the no, I don't remember asking that. Perhaps the hospital is planning on adding another wing here. It doesn't look like they got very far, though. If she, that's my thing, is there's some details that are so minorly thrown at you, you don't even think about them, and then they mention it much later on. It's like... Yeah. I mean, if they mention it before, that's good, but like I said, it's just like, it's kind of lost in translation, and then they bring it up like it's a major thing later on, and you're just all like, what are you talking about? Sending the electrical panel must have also reset the locks. The door's open now. Grimy-looking gurney is parked against the wall. The thick sheet on top is stained and smells repugnant. Dark, viscous fluid is slowly dripping from under the sheet and onto the floor. We don't like that. Mirror. Oh, I guess he can't have his heart back. I was gonna give it back to him. Guess he doesn't need it. So what's this game about? Confusion. It's not super horrible, but there's like details that I feel like are being dropped or missed or whatever else. Because we thought that this accident where this girl had died happened 10 years ago, but then they're sitting there and saying that high school ended 10 years ago, and the accident happened 2 years ago, but I don't remember them ever saying that it happened 2 years ago beforehand, because I've been saying it was like 10 years ago. Anyhow, her best friend who stayed in the town because after high school she moved out of the town, was engaged to the girl. Girl died in some sort of accident. Don't know any details about the accident, and now we're learning stuff about the accident because apparently people just abandon shit in this town, including hospitals, and leave things lying around. This must be one of the hospital's examination rooms. Patient chart just shows some basic medical information. It's probably meant for explaining things to kids. There are crude marks around the figure's head and heart as if someone was using it as some kind of reference. Filthy mirror shows only my warped reflection. I look terrible. The examination bed looks strangely free of dust and dirt, like someone had used it recently. It's a fairly modern weigh scale. It's been heavily scratched up, but it still works. You just put something on it and tells you its weight. How much does the heart weigh? Ugh, disgusting. Scale says that the heart weighs 465 ounces. I wonder if that's gonna be important. I don't know, but I'm writing it down. I'll just leave this here. I don't ever want to touch that thing again. I carried it around in my pocket. There's a small safe here, like the kind you'd find in a motel room. It looks like it needs a 4-digit code to open. There's a note of some kind taped to the front of the safe. How much is love worth? 0, 4, 6, 5. That did it. The safe is open. Yeah, there's some supernatural stuff going on. Looks like there are a couple of things stashed away in here. There's a note here. It's extremely hard to read, as if the person writing it couldn't quite manage and then decided to burn it. All I can make out is, Grace, I look... What the hell is this? Why is everything about Grace? This girl died like 2 years ago and people are like, I loved you, Grace. She was just sleeping with the entire town. Hey, there's a beat-up old x-ray in here. It shows a severely broken arm. God, that looks painful. The label in the corner says it's for Mr. Sartain. There are some kind of scratches all over it. Maybe I can see better with the right kind of light. I wonder if I have to stack these on top of each other so the scratches are something in particular. Supply cabinet has been broken into and ransacked. There are open packages of discarded wrappers everywhere. Many of the wrappers are for intravenous kits. Somebody took bags, tubes, needles, and other stuff. Grace really gets around. Grace was the town hoe. Either the hospital was under renovation or something else drastic happened to it. These building materials look like they've been abandoned. They're covered in mold and dirt now. This is a crash carpet. It looks like all of its contents have been removed. Poster describing various conditions' susceptibility to them with age. Sure makes getting older seem unnecessarily terrifying. The wash station here looks like it's been used recently. The steel basin is stained with streaks of red. There are discarded latex gloves on the counter and soiled disposable tissues. Everything is a dark red color and smells disgusting. Lock has been broken off the supply cabinet. Several of the contents have been taken or used. Was someone here at the hospital using all this stuff? Yeah, like nurses and doctors. Ugh, gross. There's a huge damp mess here on the x-ray table. The vinyl covering on the bed has been slashed and the bed has been soaked with blood and little bits of gristle. Some old-looking tools have been left here. A scalpel, some forceps, they're all rusted and stained. There's a big light box here on the counter. It's used for looking at x-rays. I'm not convinced I have all of the x-rays I need yet. Damn, the doorway to the rest of the hospital has been sealed. There's no way out of here. Okay, maybe I have. Deserved it. What? Oh, look at that. Okay. Maybe those extras can help me get out of here. I can always look at them again if I need to. Oh, there it is. I see it. Infinity symbol is a C. The mountains is an E. The spiral is an L. And the 3 dots is a P. It says help. It does say help. Deserved it. Poison. Where was that one cabinet? Was it in here? I feel like it was here. Might have been on the West Wing. Yeah, it was the West Wing. I wonder why there's so many hiding spots. Like, is the thing supposed to be able to follow you if you alert it? Your dog pushed a button? That's amazing.
Where are you?
Why don't you come out? Over here more, I think. Four little dials. Okay, so mountain was an E. 3 dots was a P. Spiral was an L. And infinity was a C. Or H, I guess. Whatever. That seemed to work. I hear something unlocked beside here. Oh my god, this is insane. Cabinet is stuffed full of notes, photos, and old newspaper clippings, just like at Grace's house. Everyone's obsessed with Grace. I don't know why. Scrap paper stuck to the wall. The writing is on it. It's so chaotic and angry, it's barely legible. It says, Saturday, 10 p.m., Sawmill, time to do it. Wait, that was tonight. What? It's an instant photo of a man I don't recognize. He's walking out of the entrance of the town's library. Photo looks like it was taken from a hidden spot somewhere. Man's been violently circled in pen, and a word has been written below to filer. How does she know just because it says Saturday 10 p.m. she's like, that was tonight? You don't know. Is in the West Wing a psych ward? I don't know. It's an instant photo of Jack. It looks like a candid shot. He's standing near a tombstone in the cemetery. Looks like Grace's grave. What was Jack doing visiting Grace? There's a note on the photo. Liar. What was Jack doing visiting Grace? He didn't just approach Flynn and get angry at him in the very beginning about the accident. I mean, he didn't say it, but it was obvious. Jack's a liar. Or he thinks so. Anyways. It's an instant photo of Vanessa. It was probably taken without her knowing it. Her whole head has been violently scribbled on, but it's definitely her. Writing on the photo says addict. Was Vanessa the slutty sister or the other one? There's a note here written on the back of a service manual for a generator. The manual has a little stamp label on the front that says property of Sandy Lake Hydroelectric Station. Note on the back looks like it was written in a hurry. It says you wanted these photos, so I delivered. I have more, but you'll never see them if you don't pay as promised. I can't believe this. Everything that's happened tonight, all of those bodies, was Grace's father behind all of it? That can't be right. Wait. Why did you deduce Grace's father out of that? But what about those things, like the one out in the hall right now? How does this explain them? I just can't make sense of it. I can't make sense of your story half the time. But that one note said something was happening at the sawmill at 10 o'clock. I don't know if Flynn is still at the cemetery and the sawmill is a whole lot closer, but I should head back to the main foyer and find a way to get out of here. I feel like there's information that's just constantly missing. Like, there's... Wait a minute. Where did that thing go? Like, I feel like they did a really good job with the concept and a lot of the stuff with this, but I also feel like the story is a little disjointed. Like, it's missing connecting pieces. What the... I think the front door just unlocked itself. Oh my god. I can't believe that the door has really been unlocked. Cabinet I found in Grace's father's room. It mentioned that something was supposed to happen at the sawmill tonight. I don't know where else to go. It might be my only chance to find some answers. Can't quit now. I have to make it to the lumber mill. It was both at his and here, so maybe... I don't know. I feel like the connections being made are so... They're definitely having a hard time making those connections for us to connect them. I'm pretty good at following along with stories in general, and I know I'm tired today, but I'm not so tired that I should be, like, feeling like something's missing every single time a connection's made. I just don't feel like they're doing a great job at making those, or at helping the player, reader, viewer, whatever, make those connections along with them. I feel like something's missing. Yeah, they're kind of just throwing information, and then they're assuming that we've unlocked other information, but I haven't seen... There's, like, connections missing, like I keep saying. Like, the accident happened 2 years ago, but I was under the assumption that it happened 10 years ago based off of what they were saying, but apparently it was 2 years ago. But we went several chapters without it being said it was 2 years ago. I forgot to read that. It's already after 3 in the morning, but that note said something was set to go down earlier tonight. I have to find out what was supposed to happen here. It might be the only way I can find Flynn again. The work schedule for the mill. Among the names here, I recognize Jack's as well as Grace's father. It's hard to read, but it looks like the manager on most of these shifts was named Forrester. Forrester Tabor, I think. Doesn't look like Jack was getting many shifts. He's hardly on the schedule at all. I'm done. It's Jack's work locker. It's stuff full of old work boots and clothes. Some empty pill bottles at the bottom in a plastic bag. This must be the main floor. It feels a little chilly in here. Wow, surprise. Door's locked tight and is covered in scratch marks. Of course it is. Something like Person X is my best friend for years, but oh my god, now I notice their mother is dead. Yeah, basically. That's kind of what it's been doing. Like, it makes sense with the information they're giving us, but the connection between the two is missing, so it's like, it almost feels like they're just throwing something random at us. That would make sense, but why didn't they help us make that connection earlier? There are blood splatters on the wall, like something was slammed up against it. Door is shut with a remote lock of some kind. It feels extremely cold to the touch. Something scratched in the metal of the door. 3 red robins. The first waits for all the other birds. The second attacks the first. The third moves after its opponent. Hold on, let me take a picture. While I delete out all the other pictures. Like, it's not a bad game, and definitely isn't bad premise. It's just it needed some work on the actual story part. The neatly stacked wood here is covered in scratches. Like everything. Door is locked tight, but I don't see a keyhole. There's something scratched into it, though. 3 blue jays. The first retaliates immediately. Hold on. Second makes no move. The third follows the first orders. Door is locked tight. There's a keyhole here. It looks old and rusted. So obviously we'll need an old and rusted key. Looks like some kind of beat up old control panel. Maybe something here will let me access more of the mill, but how the hell am I supposed to know what to do? Because these are the red robins and then the blue jays. First waits for all the other birds. The second attacks first, so this is the first one. Third moves only after its opponent. So this, 2, 3, 1. Oh no. It's gonna have to be all of them in conjunction with each other. Second attacks first. Blue Jays. First retaliates immediately. 2. Second makes no move. The third follows the first orders. Third moves only after its opponent. So I think that's a 3. I think 4. Second makes no move, or the third moves only, or the first waits for all the other birds. So either this is 5 or 6, or this is...
Mushroom.
Okay. So this one's a little confusing. So, Doulahan Shadow Sync. Thank you for the follow. So I think this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll try this one. We'll try this. 5, 6. No. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Three blue jays. The first retaliates immediately. Okay, so the second attacks. The second red robin attacks first. So this is obviously 1. And then the blue jays, the first retaliates immediately. Third follows the first orders, so maybe it's this one. Maybe it's 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Because you didn't have to press that one. Okay, I get it. Sounded like that did something. It looks like this panel contains some kind of security shut-off equipment. One of the buttons you don't press because it was the Blue Jay. There was one that you weren't supposed to do anything. And I was thinking maybe that's last. But no, you just don't press it. Looks like this panel contains some kind of security shut-off equipment. Probably can access it, but the front door has been shut tight with 2 locks. And we don't have 2 keys. I bet it just unlocked those 2 doors. Weird, the lumber that's stuck here on the conveyor looks half frozen. It's covered in ice crystals. Something sticky in the wood like sap. The whole thing smells stale. Oh no, something scared us and I missed what it was. It's a torn piece of a work uniform. Must have been stuck under some of the wood on the conveyor. There's a name tag on it. It says Forrester Tabor. Oh my god, his body. Damn, the chute is completely clogged with that uncut lumber. I won't be able to get out that way. Oh no, it's one of those things is here now. Door's locked type. There's a keyhole here. It looks old and rusted.
Where are you?
That was lucky. That was close. Goodbye. Oh my god. Door released the switch, it said. This microwave has definitely seen better days, but I think it still works. I don't know if this could cook anything reliably, but it should be able to heat something up at least. That's good. The kitchen counter is a complete mess. A jarred napkin with some marks on it has been stuck to the wall. That's good to know. One of the lockers is open. It belonged to Grace's father. His name is on the door. And inside there's a photo of several of the mill workers, including Jack. He's been circled in black marker. There's a note scribbled on the back. He's the one you want. Hey, there's also an old key in here. Oh my god, it's a rusty key. There are a number of official-looking reports and notices on the table. Most of them are about Jack. They mention him causing trouble at work, showing up late, and often being in a disorderly state. They're all signed by the floor manager, Forrester Tabor. Seems like Jack really was the screw-up Flynn said he was, and we just leave that lying around. This old TV looks pretty busted up, but I think the channel buttons still work. What the fuck? Taking a picture of that. My fate milk is the arm of my life, yes. It's open now. Chair level, we'll remember that. Holy crap, the room feels so cold, like the inside of a walk-in freezer. Even in the cold I can smell something off, like old meat. Pile of lumber here that's been hastily cut. It's stained dark and has a disgusting, almost sweet smell to it. I wonder if Tabor's body is in here. The whole wall looks like it's been frozen solid. There are ice crystals everywhere. It's starting to melt now, but it's almost as if the room was flash frozen like a bag of vegetables. Something feels different than before. Things always feel cold, but this is much more intense. Can't help but feel a sense of anger in here. It's unsettling. That looks normal. It's a large industrial saw for cutting lumber. It's completely covered in blood. Some of the blood is still dripping, but it's thick like syrup. I think it's because of how cold it is in here. What is this? One of the sawmill workers was pushing the blade of the industrial saw. Half-frozen pizzas everywhere. But I can't tell who this is. The man's uniform has a large spot torn out of it. Wait a minute. His hand looks like it's still holding on to something. It's frozen shut, though. Oh, this is disgusting. I'm gonna have to microwave the hand. But if I can somehow thaw out his hand, maybe I can see what it is. Let's go microwave a human hand. The conveyor belt here brings in lumber from another room to be cut here. It's jammed completely with boards and pieces. This seems to make everything chilly and cold. Maybe you should stuff it in the microwave, problem solved. Pretty much it. That's what I plan on doing. Let's go stuff this human hand in a microwave. I've always wanted to microwave human flesh. Mmm. Nice and toasty. Yummy. Come here. Yummy. There you go. Ugh, gross. The hand just fits inside. Okay, time to thaw this thing out. I guess I just turn the dial and press the start button. But what temperature should I set this to? I don't want this thing to explode on me. Here. Is that the fate milk? Yes, it's the fate milk. What temperature should I set this to? I don't know. There. There's no indication on what temperature to set it to. I was right. The hand was holding on to something after all. I'm so glad I warmed it up. The achievement unlocked. That's disgusting. Found orange key too. Okay, the other thing we have is we still have that rusty key. Which I don't remember if it's back the other way or this way, honestly. I have a feeling it's the other way, but... Lock tight. Got their fate milk. Fate milk is the arm of my life. You want to come over here?
Where are you?
Okay. Hi. Bye. Use the rusted key until it goes to fuck off. The ghost monster thing. Oh. For a second I was gonna say, look at all the dogs. I'm like, oh, the birds. You stupid bird. It's a shoe. I think it's one of Vanessa's pumps. I remember her wearing these at the reunion. What is it doing out here? Oh my god, people went after her. Tara Massican, thank you for the follow. Okay, but I want to keep going this way. So I like potentially want to go in here. I'm like, no, I want to keep going the other way. This looks safe and like we're not going to have another one of those little jump scares. So glad there's a saw here. Okay. Hello. It's a crumpled cigarette pack with one of the flaps torn off. I've seen this brand of cigarettes before. Inside the pack is a handwritten note and ballpoint pen. It says, "Meet V, 10 p.m. Saturday." V is that Colliette person. So something was going to happen tonight. Or Vanessa. There's a whole collection of discount brand beer bottles here. They smell stale and their yellow labels are faded. Someone has been drinking this slop here for quite some time. They've also been taking those to other locations of the world. It's a workplace safety poster. It tells employees to wear the wired equipment for the job. What kind of equipment would help me now? Not much. The shelf is crammed as full as it possibly can with solvents, tools, and dirty old rags. There's a box here labeled rope, but I don't see any rope inside. That's weird. The door has a lock on it, but it's been busted open. Ugh, it smells awful in here. I wonder if there's another body. Hey, it's the other piece of that torn up letter I found in Grace's father's locker. It's from the local newspaper. It's typed out on official letterhead and very brief. Thank you for your newest letter and for the photo, and we've stated before, however, we cannot run an investigation based solely on hearsay. Letter is signed by Vivian. Of course, she runs the paper now. The photo this mentions must be that circled image of Jack I found in the break room. So we have a Vivian, we have a Vanessa. And Vivian and Vanessa are twins. Wonder if Vivian's the problem. She's just throwing her sister under the bus entirely. She's still like, yes, it was really me. It's identical twins. It's really easy to be my sister. Well, this is pretty serious looking homemade lab setup here. It looks like someone was manufacturing drugs. There are wrappers, old medicine bottles, and old lab supplies, some of which look like they came from the high school. Hold on, there's some kind of letter here. Whoever wrote it looked like they could barely hold a pen. You tell me to stop, but how can I? What am I supposed to do? She's gone. Now I'm gone. Twins, one of them's got to be a screw-up. One of them is a screw-up, surprisingly, was sleeping with one of her teachers either 10 years after high school or during high school. We're not quite sure. Hi, Chloem7. Thank you for the follow. But she was sleeping with one of her teachers either during high school or 10 years after high school. We're not entirely sure, but she doesn't think he's attractive anymore. And she wonders why she hit on him and everything. And she's apparently takes drugs or something like that. Yeah, anyways. Drug. But how can I? What am I supposed to? She's gone. Now I'm gone. It's not my fault. I loved her. I didn't ask to. This whole damn town died the day that she died. Why is everyone in this town obsessed with Grace? The downward spiral achievement unlocked. What? It's Vanessa's purse. What is it doing way out here? There are pill bottles in here, but the labels don't make any sense. I think they were reused. Inside the bottles are some kind of crystalline rocks. Oh my god, it's meth. Wait, there's some kind of homemade drugs. Oh my god, it's meth. Meth twerks you out, though. I mean, that would make sense with the note being written like that. There's a note scrawled on the back of a faded piece of newsprint. It's written in ballpoint pens. Smarten up. I can't keep covering for you. Bright orange key. Yeah, now we can open that one door that had the 2 locks on it. It was very smart. Is there anything else we can look at in here? No. Can we rip out the lining and see if there's drugs hidden inside? Grace gave the town a horny potion. Everyone just wants a piece of her. Well, I have 2 of these orange keys now. No. These shelves are covered with years of accumulated grime, dust, and dirt. Looks like there was a struggle of some kind here. Several of the cans and boxes of the shelf have been knocked over. I feel like it's a murder mystery where they just shove a random ghost into the whole thing. Also, the world drips. Like, every place we go to drips. Did she do cheerleading too? Or are you talking about Vanessa? I don't think so. Where's the 2 doors? Is it this way? Oh yeah. I probably access it, but the front door has been shut tight with 2 locks. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wonder if it matters which you use on which one. Okay, I've got the panel open. I probably need to press these buttons of the sequence to do whatever it does. Wow, that was on the TV. So I'm assuming I've got to do... Oh no. Oh. I see it. There's drips on them. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. That worked. I heard something unlock far off somewhere. There's literally like 1, 2, 3, and 4 drips on them. It's nice that the person cut their arm in a way that it dripped just to the right pattern. I wonder what that opened. I don't know. Probably that door that's been locked. This is like Scooby-Doo, but with more violence. Yeah, pretty much. And then we sit here and we wait for the Goosty Ghoul to come by. And then he goes, "Where are you?" Oh, come back. That's Grace now. That's my new assumption. That's just Grace. How do you get a high off? Isn't an Adderall like a downer? Safety switch release must have worked. One of the old industrial window panes has been left open. There's a chilly draft coming in from outside. Someone could have climbed in using these stacks of wood to get down. I wonder if that's Grace. It looks like Vanessa. They're deep, bloody scratch marks embedded in the wood. They look like they could have come from fingernails. Are you okay up there? No. Oh my God, no. It's Vanessa. She's been strung up for the scaffolding by her neck. Her face is swollen from being strangled, and her eyes, oh God, her eyes just keep staring out. She's still wearing what she was wearing at the reunion, but one of her shoes is missing. That was the shoe that dropped all that other time. Oh God, Vanessa, why did you come here tonight? And what did you do to deserve this? Well, I can't take the sight of her or the smell. Well, you've been so many other things. You carried a human heart. You microwaved a human hand. What is wrong with you? I have to get out of here. No, you gotta go this way. Holly! Flynn, holy shit, thank God you're okay. Watch, Flynn's the murderer. Are you hurt? I'm fine. Really? Just a bit more banged up than usual. I can still walk. What's wrong? You look upset. Flynn, it's Vanessa. I don't trust him anymore. He's like, hey, I've been looking all over for you. You got hit on the head in the graveyard and he even tried to warn you, but hey, there you are. Yeah, the Adderall, yeah, it helps you put brains in more mental. Yeah, I've heard that. It helps you focus more, yeah. Clint, it's Vanessa. Also, apparently, people who are misdiagnosed with ADHD who take Adderall can end up having some not great side effects from it and find themselves sort of scared. Because I have a friend that was diagnosed as ADHD who wasn't ADHD, and every time he was taking Adderall, he said he would just sort of stare and not want to move or do anything. And I'm all like, I don't think you are. What do you mean? What's going on in that room? No, don't go in there. Why not? Let's just get out of here, okay? Okay, fine. You can fill me in on the way. On the way to where? Come on. We have to get to the library. Why? For those that don't have ADHD, though, it's like a super energy drink. Is it? Is it like an energy drink? I thought it was a downer. He looks like white, just tanned. I thought he was Latino or something. Piecing things together. God, Flynn, I don't know how much more of this I could take. The flooding is only getting worse out there. So that's the other thing, is they made a light mention about the weather being bad, but every time you go outside, there's no weather. Oh, it's a stimulant. I didn't know ADHD, that Adderall was considered a stimulant. I thought it was like a downer of some sort. Okay. I guess that makes sense. I know, we're lucky the door was unlocked. Somebody must have forgotten to check it when they left. I don't trust him. It seems quite enough in here. Hey, are you going to be okay with that leg of yours? Yeah, I'll be fine. Yeah, so apparently he's had a limp from the accident that happened 2 years ago, that we thought happened 10 years ago. And apparently it was lightly mentioned in the very beginning, but we knew nothing. And then, like, several chapters in, they throw it at us, and she's all like, that's why he has that limp. And we're all like, what limp? Because we didn't remember the mentioning of it. Okay, if you're sure, even I'm getting tired. Hey, what's this? It's just an old desk. Yeah, but I think there's something here. It's too dark to see, though. If only there was a lamp. Oh, my goodness. There's a note here on the desk. It's written in a neat, friendly style of handwriting. It was Harcourt. Look around. You'll see what I mean. What do you suppose it means? Why did someone just leave that on the desk? I have no idea, but we can't give up now. We better look around. This thing that happened 2 years ago. Let's figure it out now. The notes here says it was Harcourt. Just look around. Monsters in Our Backyard. It's a thick picture book about local myths and stories meant to spook kids. I remember we tried to scare each other with some of these. The Wendigo, the Log River Hack, the Ghost of Buck Hill. That's weird. There's a little green sticky note on the pages. It says, "Show to Jonah." Handwriting looks like the note on the desk, too. Oh, no. Book is interesting. Betrayal Among Friends, the story of Bruce Bay's feuding families. It's a historical text on the logging families that completed to work the area almost a century ago. There's always been a lot of bad blood in the town. Grace used to tell me about how her family was treated just because they weren't from here. I remember her saying that too. She said she and her dad always felt like second-class citizens. Yeah. Hey, when did she mention that to you? Come on, Flynn. Girls gotta talk to sometimes. Okay. It's a handmade poster that says Lorraine's Kids Reading List. Some are fun for young readers. The handwriting kind of looks the same as the note on the desk, doesn't it? Yeah, you're right. Check this out. The actual list of books has been all scratched out. Yeah, and it's half covered with green sticky notes. Weird. We're gonna need to know all these books. Let's check down here. I don't know. Something about this place gives me the creeps. You don't want to go into the basement? Flynn, are you chicken? Hey, come on. I'll just wait for you up here. And then we never see him again. Fine, suit yourself. Hi, Freakish Uproar. This must be the library's storage basement. It's so chilly down here. Find anything? Oh my god. There's a door to the storage room, but it's locked. We'll have to... I'm so glad you know this without me having triggered the door. We'll have to find a way to get in there. So there's a locked door down here. It's a beat-up book just labeled Deeds and Records, a collection of ownership documents from around here. It shows old drawings, property lines, service roads, and hey, that's weird. According to this, there are hidden routes all over town, probably left over from when the loggers had to move stuff between sites back in the day. You can move around completely unnoticed using these. No. Oh my god. Oh, hi, Chloem. There are just some recent newspaper clippings about space exploration. Some new company called Hudson Cartier has big plans, apparently. Yeah, right. I'll believe it when I see it. Future looks bright. Achievement unlocked. What? Okay. Tucked into the back of the display case are some deeds for cemetery plots. Some of them have had their details scratched out and written over with new ones. Looks like someone was scamming people out of money for plots. More local records, deeds, and an old coffee can hidden behind some dusty bookshelves. Coffee cans look like it had cash in it. There are mostly just smaller bills left now. Door won't budge. Someone snapped the key off of the lock and needs something heavy just to smash it open, or the ability to pull it. Speedrun tactics. I'm going upstairs. Is he coming with me this time? It's chilly up here. I can feel wind from outside. Holy hell, I think the roof has collapsed. The library. Libraries was pretty old and probably needed repairs, but didn't get them. Let's continue walking in here, even though the roof has collapsed in the library. Yeah, in a small town like this, who cared about the library? It was all about beer prices and roads. What is wrong with everyone? Are you kidding me? We have to jump, and you with your little bum leg is just like, walk through. Dumb piece of shit. I don't like him anymore. Elevator's busted. Look like the stairs are the only way up and down. I want to use the elevator in the building where the roof collapsed. Fantastic. It's locked. The fancy sign here says it's the office of library manager Jonah Harcourt. Wait, Harcourt, that's who the note mentioned. You're right. Well, we're going to need a key to get into that office. Obviously. Some science fiction novel about a boy who realizes he's not the same species as his family. How lame. I read that one, actually. It's how I first learned about Grace. Huh? What do you mean? Well, I took the book out and noticed her name on the library card. It was just after she moved here, so I recognized it as being new. It's how I learned about Grace, this tiny town where everyone knows everyone who's been here because all the families have been here for a really long time, except for Grace's family, who was brand new and everyone just was staring at them. But she knew nothing about Grace until she checked out this book and saw her name on a library card. Wait, Grace moved to town when we were in high school. What were you doing taking out trashy books like this then? It's a science fiction book. Hey, never mind you. I just wanted something stupid to read, okay? You know what it was like back then. There was never anything to do. I didn't realize Grace was into stuff like this. You were engaged to her. And, okay, if he knew Grace from high school and was engaged to Grace, wouldn't he have at least have had, like, 8 years to learn about her before the accident? Because there was the one girl that asked if Holly and Flynn were getting together, and they were all like, no, he had Grace. And they were all like, oh, well, you always seem like you guys were close. Well, you've seen what's been going up. People don't always tell each other everything. There's a kid's book here called Poor Paula. It's about a girl who gets teased because her family is poor. Haha, you have no money. Grace used to get picked on a lot back in high school because her family lived in the trailer park, along with other families. I remember. You almost got expelled because you beat someone up who was really on her case. Haha, you live in the trailer park with a full-blown fireplace. Not just anybody, that was Jack. Probably why he hates me so much. He's dead now. Hey, there's a little green sticky note in the back of the book. It has a simple sad face drawn on it. Poor Paula. Oh my god, stop it with all the dialogue. Oh my god. I don't. Stop it. Stop it. I just. If you want to. Okay, so this. The other part of this floor has been completely blocked. This must have collapsed because of the flooding. We'll have to get up and over to get past. We'll have to up and over to get past it. This will eventually end up on YouTube, yes. We do upload all of our VODs to our channel, which is the same channel name as it is here on Twitch, so it's Dilzik. It will take time for it to get up there, though, but because we upload in order that we've been streaming, but we only upload 2 videos a day, and we have a large backload that's going in. So it will get up there eventually, but it'll probably be in like a few months. 2 months, I think. It's been I think it's been like a month or 2 space. Anyways. We'll have to up and over to get past it. Up and over. Okay, I came back up here because... So I wrote down poor Paula. She's like, I need to breathe. I ran for 2 seconds. Monsters in our backyard. Show to Jonah. Jonah Harcourt. Oh my god. So I feel like the library is trying to give a story dump based on the town. And it makes me hate the townspeople more. Because they all seem like assholes. Which I don't understand. Library's computer's still on. There are a few applications we can access. I've never into this computer stuff. Why don't you take a look? Library's checkout program. We can't use it unless we scan some books first. Text editing program, but whatever file this is, it looks messed up. It's because it's in Wingdings. Wait, Finn, look closer. I think there's some kind of message there. Scan 3 books, you'll know which ones. Oh, check this out. It's a photo taken with the computer's webcam. Oh, look at the hearts. I wonder if that's Grace. Oh my god, what the hell is that? It looks like Grace. Because she's obsessed with hearts. Flynn, no, I told you it can't be. Grace is gone. Grace is still alive and now is killing everyone. Yeah. I don't get it. That photo, that weird cryptic message, if that's Grace, we have to find out. Flynn, come on. We've been through this already. Don't make this harder than it already is. We already dug up her coffin and she wasn't inside, so obviously she's dead. It's the middle of the night. The weather is hell outside. We've got no way to call for help. We need to focus, okay? Okay, you're right. I'm sorry, Holly. Don't worry about it, really. Just remember that we're in this together. We'll get through this. Okay, yeah. Well, that message said something about 3 books. Should we search the library and see what we can find? Yeah, let's do that. And once we do, let's bring them back here and we can scan them. Maybe that'll give us some answers. So you couldn't pick up the books until then. Children's book about a silly cartoon, Beaver, meant to teach kids about logging, Lumber Larry. I remember reading some of these when we were little. They were in our school library, weren't they? Yeah, back in elementary. Don't you remember? That's how we first met, reading one of these books together in class. Oh my god, you're right. I haven't thought about that in years. Wow, Flynn, we've known each other for so long, it's crazy. Did these books also come with these extra stories in cassette? Yeah, they did. In the back of the book, I think. Take a look and see if it's there. Hey, wait a minute. There's no cassette here, but there's a key stuffed into the pocket. Oh my god, we found an ornate key. Can't leave just yet. Let's look around a little bit more in this place that's falling apart. It's an electronic scanner for checking out library books. Once they're scanned, we can check them out and the PC beside it. Some science fiction novel. It's really lame. Oh no, stop it. Stop it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, shut up. Let's get poor Paula. Can we get poor Paula? We'll have to up and over to get past it. You've been drinking some Red Bulls during work? I remember when I used to drink Red Bulls, like, they were going out of style, and it was, like, the worst, because eventually your body, like, is so used to them that it doesn't give you the energy jump that you want. Wow, look at this place. Really haven't been home in a while, have you? The librarian installed this crazy statue last year. But the rest of the building is so run down, why waste money on this? I don't know, but I heard this wasn't paid for by the town. It was installed by the guy who runs the place. Private money? Damn, he must have come into some serious cash to pay for this. Life insurance policies. Before the Flood, it's a local history paper about the recurring flood that used to happen here in the 60s. I thought the new hydro dam was built because of all that. It clearly hasn't helped much. There's a small yellow slip of paper stuck between the pages. Elle keeps saying we did this. She's an idiot. What? Why do people keep on having these stupid, like, angry messages that they write down on a piece of paper, stick in a book, and then shove back on a shelf? Oh my god. It's Bruce Murray, the guy who was founded the town. Wasn't that in the 1800s? Probably. I'll be honest, I never paid much attention to history class. I was always paying attention to Grace. Yeah, so he knew Grace from high school. So, 10 years since high school, plus the 4 years in high school. Let's assume at least 1 year. So he supposedly knew Grace because the accident happened 2 years ago for about 8 to 9 years. Supposedly. Hey, I remember you paying attention to her as well. Well, she was the new kid in school at that point. We were all curious about her. I'm not a lesbian. There's a clipped out newspaper article from a few years ago. I remember this. Police found a bunch of bodies around town. A security guard, some guy who owned a convenience store. Says the murders were never solved. They never found out who did it. That's a scary thought. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Achievement. Hey, what's this book here? This looks promising. Go back to where you came from. I know this is a series of memoirs about prejudice in small towns. Just like Grace experienced. That's one of the reasons I wanted to get out of here as a teen. But you weren't prejudiced. Grace used to mention how she never felt accepted being an outsider. Even if you were from a different town, you were an outcast. Yeah, I remember. I found her crying once, in the girls' room back in school because some other kids were being assholes. Really? You never told me that. I need to beat people up. She told me not to say anything, probably didn't want you to worry or get angry. So yes, he was dating Grace in high school. She was right, I would have lost it. I think sometimes I really forget how close you girls were too. Yeah, well, I suppose so. But she was your fiancée, Flynn. Her death hurt you more than anyone. Anyway, look, there's a little green sticky note on the spine. Let's take this book. Go back to where you came from. This small town is so passive-aggressive, seems to have a great hatred for each other. Yeah, why is Flynn so angry? He's always angry. Because his fiancée died. It's better than how he wanted to cry every 5 seconds when we first started the game. I guess. From here, you can see the town's 2 rivers pretty clearly. It looks like there are washouts everywhere already. I don't think there's any way in or out of the town. We're stuck. Why is Flynn, so freaking angry? Thank goodness we have the basement to go in. Don't budge. Someone snapped the key off of him.
Apologize about learning the chat about ADHD.
Oh, I've been, letting you guys talk about it and not been reading it in general. I see that you guys are talking about it, but I figure, it's a semi-heavy-ish topic that I'm not going to try and keep up with. I've read little bits and pieces of what's being said about it, but, I'm trying to work on the game, and I feel like it's too far off in left field for me to fully pay attention to it. Okay, that's what I figured. Warning key. Oh my god, not again. The walls are completely caked with blood. It smells like a slaughterhouse in here. Bruce Bay Municipal Council Minutes, 1980-1990. It's a public record copy of old meetings. According to some of these transcripts, there were problems with drug trafficking back then. Local families were suspected of taking part. So what was going on at the sawmill? Was it new? How is it that we didn't see it? I mean, where everyone was being sawed around? We were just kids. How could anyone... How could ever know what was really happening around us? How could ever know? We just have to up and over it. Yeah, you're right. Sometimes things are right in front of you and you don't even notice. Holly? Sorry, I'm just tired. I mean... How come I can't pick that one up? Oh my god, I don't want to click through all this again. Is this a dead person? Holy crap, what happened to this guy? His head has been completely severed, but the neck looks ragged like it was sawed off with something blunt. Couldn't look at what's-her-name hanging from the ceiling, but him, he's fine. God, Flynn, this is just like Jack back at the high school. Oh yeah, that's right, we touched that body. Hey, I think he's got something on him. You're right, this scrap of yellow folded paper in his jacket pocket. Eating chocolate Oreo. Oh my god, dark chocolate Oreos. Are you talking about the like chocolate covered Oreos? Hardcore, you knew you chose money instead of decency. This must be the Harcourt mentioned in that note downstairs. I mean, his name was on the office door. God, what happened here? Hey, wait, there's something else on the back of this note. The writing is shaky, different than the front. It just says display case. Hold on a moment. There's a really well-worn book here with a green sticky note on it. Here we go. This is a ledger of burials, transferals, and intermittents at the cemetery. It's a note in very neat hand in one of the margins. Move the girl's plot. Family doesn't know. Will be better this way. She didn't deserve it. What? That's it. That's why Grace's body wasn't in her casket. They dug her up and took her body out of the... No, cream is dark chocolate. Oh. I've not had that. You like drinking milk out of dark chocolate Tim Tams like a straw? I've heard of that. Why Grace's body wasn't in her casket. What? You mean it was never there? You were there when he dug up the body. Exactly. Someone arranged for her to be buried somewhere else, and Grace's father must have gone there to confirm it. That's why her grave was dug up. So that's what the note on the desk meant then. They just buried her in a different plot without telling the family because she didn't deserve it. Let's hang on to this ledger. Is it because she's supposed to have come from a different family? Like her family was like, came from outside of the town, so they decided to not bury her in her plot? That's not how reality ends up working. There was a door in the basement with a broken lock. Bet you could use this to smash the lock. Yay, I found a heavy hammer in the library. Town looks so ominous with all the flooding up there, not like the simple little home I remember. This whole area has changed, hasn't it? I mean, after tonight, how can anyone look at this place the same way? How is anyone following this plot properly without getting freaking whiplash every now and then? Like, what the hell? Do you want to not come with me down here because you're a little, like, scaredy cat? Okay. Use the heavy hammer. I'm so glad. I can feel that cold again. Something's definitely down here. Typed letter stuffed into a binder back here. It appears to be someone anonymously writing to the local newspaper. I understand that you've refused to publish multiple accounts by a local man. The writer's claims about his daughter's grave are true. Enclosed, you'll find copies of intermittent records that clearly show the letter ends right there. It looks like the paper was ripped right out of the typewriter. Must have never been sent. They wouldn't let me in there. Why does it never show up with him? I don't know. I was trying to see if there was something on the front of that desk. Oh. Want to keep going? Just not move far away. Oh no, there's a body of a young woman in a bright green sweater stuffed into the corner like a discarded pile of rags. He still moves while you're doing this. That's really stupid. The cold down here has kept the body well preserved, but so I can't tell how long she's been down here. Hey, there's a book on the shelf that looks important. Bruce Bay District High School yearbook collection, 1963 to 1993. Wow, it's got 30 years of graduation photos in here. All of us are in it too, from our graduating class of 1986. I just flipped to the page and found us. But wait a minute, most of the portraits have been ripped out. Can't be a coincidence. I better take this book back to Flynn. Oh my god, it's the third book. I think we got what we needed. Time to take these books to the scanner on the first floor.
Run away.
That's probably the most difficult part so far. The rest of it hasn't been difficult once I figured out how to, like, that the eyeball with the slash meant that's the hiding spot. Because I thought this meant you couldn't use it at first. Without find anything? I found an old yearbook of ours, but there's something wrong with it. I'm not going to mention that scary thing down there. What do you mean? Look, all of our portraits have been torn out just from our class. Didn't she just say that all of them were in it too? But then she said, what the hell? But then she was all like, but... Anyways. I'm pretty sure she made a mention about them not all being in it or something. But, I mean... Okay, we found there's 3 special books. What do we do now? Just place these books on the pad and scan their barcodes. And okay, that's all of them. Let's check out the PC again. Now we've scanned the books. Let's use the checkout program to see what we can find. Okay, the checkout program lists the books that we just scanned in. Look again, Holly. Those aren't the titles of the books at all. You're right. Look at that. The scanned titles are spelling out another message. Go back to the high school. Why are you giving me a coupon? I know. That's why I handed it to you. Go back to the high school. Go back to the high school. Oh God, Flynn.
This is really bad.
It's not horrible. It's a matter of it keeps on having little like story points, but it kind of doesn't connect the dots in between the two. It'll be all like, well, you've been in a relationship with her for so long, and now she's dead. It's been really sad. It's all like, yeah, we've known her for 10 years, and then after the accident, and you're like, oh, so the accident happened 10 years ago, and then several chapters later, they're all like, she died 2 years ago, and you have a bum leg because of that accident. And you're all like, that explains so much. And it's all like, what bum leg? We're idiots, Flynn, of course. What do you mean? We've been running all over town. First I was trying to get you in the cemetery, and then I was trying to find you after that. But this all started back at the school. If it really is Grace's father behind all this, what if he never left the school in the first place? What if Grace never did die?
Tell that ghost if she doesn't back off you'll perform the coronus charmonsem. EXPECTO-CTO-CORONUM.
What the hell was that? What? Then how did I end up at the cemetery? Or how did you end up at the hospital? Does it make any sense? No, it doesn't. I know. But I think I have a hunch about all this. We have to get back to the high school. I'm a physiotherapist. Trust me. All right, it's time to go. These are local history books that Grace's dad would always have me get for him when he was in the hospital. Secret of the Island, Rising Tides, Pollution in Our Waters. Who's really buried here? That last book is a little green sticky note on the front cover with a crude thumbs up icon drawn on it. Who's really buried here? The community board is covered in blood. Wait a minute, these aren't the usual posts that people put up. There are graduating photos torn out of the yearbook I found. There's Jack, Vanessa, and even an old picture of Mr. Sartain. We're just not going to acknowledge the head. Oh my god, it's the head of the library manager. It's the head of the library manager. Oh, because the head was missing. Oh, how did it get from the office upstairs? Probably through some parts of the floor that fell apart when the roof collapsed. I don't know. Dill ask you that every day? No. What the hell is that? What the hell is wrong with you on the reg? What the hell is wrong with you? No, I didn't. Wasn't asking you that. The expecto coronum and the way it pronounced it. It was so like, what? The shelf has been toppled over like somebody ran right into it. Let's get out of here. It's a head that just fell in front of us. By the way, the head was screaming. Also, Cherubim, thank you for the 100 biddies. I like how my brain did not register that. Right back where you started. Sunday at 5:45 a.m. We haven't been to bed at all. You were making it. All right, look. Oh, holy shit. What you're reading for achievement unlocked. Holy shit, this place has been completely trashed. We better be careful. Display cabinet has been smashed open. Jack's trophies have all been thrown aside. This school only ever paid attention to our class. You wonder if Flynn is like worried about her right now? What the hell was that? Grace's memorial.
XPC Torpedum Bellum.
That one worked. I think it's because it was all caps for Cherubim. I don't know. Grace's memorial hasn't been touched at all. No, it's because... whatever. Everything that was here has been tossed aside. Even the guest book for the reunion has been violently torn up. Door to the art wing has been locked from the other side. We should just get to the gym anyway. Oh my god, Flynn, this can't be. Everyone's dead. This is insane. Everyone who was at the reunion is dead. Oh no. Even Carol. Holly? We're dead too. What is it? Run! Flynn! Just go. Hide. He's gonna stand up to this thing. So there's no hiding from that thing? Oh my god, and you have to go through all this all over again? Oh my god. Blackboard of scribbles on it like they weren't here the last time. Oh my god, this is really... Okay, so should I just run? Are you kidding me? If she tries to hide while her meter is pulsing and changing color, the enemies will see her. That's why she got found the last time.
Expecto Curonum.
That worked. I saw you had to change the spelling slightly, but that definitely worked. Okay. It's gone for now. Where did that thing come from? I need to get back to Flynn. What if I check out this room first? Oh my god, it's Mr. Sartain. What's left of him? It looks like he was carved open and left here to bleed to death. He's a bit of a slime ball, but he didn't deserve this. You didn't think he was a slime ball before. Hey, wait. Something metal in his hand. Love pulling stuff out of dead hands. Cabinet looks even more ransacked than before. These are definitely the same containers I found at the sawmill. Found a Ruiner achievement for somehow. Stairs the second floor are completely blocked off. Doors locked seem to have been broken. Just as I thought, it's in here now. Let's leave it. You had to use text-to-speech to figure it out. You definitely forgot to factor the French accent in. Yeah, it'll happen. Notices we're supposed to tell students what to do if roads became washed out due to floods. They couldn't have prepared us for anything like this, though. An invisible monster. Damn it, the door is jammed shut. I won't be able to get back into the gym this way. Flynn! Flynn, can you hear me? There's no answer. I'll have to find another way around to the main lobby. Somehow! Did it say her name? I didn't even notice. Blackboard has scribbles on it that weren't here last time. Doing this for you. What the hell does that mean? Watch that monster's grace. Back for the dead. But anyways, infect that bitch with the crown. This is the biology class. What are the frog dissection posters? I never had the stomach for that stuff. That's why I took chemistry class instead, even though I wasn't good at it. Slide projector has been set up on one of the desks. It looks pretty grimy. Looks like there are 3 slides missing from the carousel. Classroom supply cabinet is filled with tools and other things. I could probably get in there, but it's locked and it needs a key. And I, of course, don't have the right one. It said Holly is it past the locker, really? Oh, I missed it, saying her name. Worn-looking sign indicates that the door here leads to the school's boiler room. The boiler room! It's warm in here. It's the boiler room. Storage shelf is missing many items. It looks like someone went through almost every box and container. Looks like there's a gauge here for some kind of temperature. Gauge here for some kind of temperature control, I think. It's west. Make it hotter. Hand-drawn notice here. It's from the school's head custodian. Came up with this wicked new idea to keep the kids safe so we don't get a mess like last time. If the boilers aren't set right, I rig the doors to lock so nobody gets hurt. Just set them back to the right temps. I actually have to use the bathroom real quick, so we're going to do a BRB. I'm also going to grab some more coffee, but I will be right back. Okay. I am back. So let's see. So I don't know what temperatures to use. Oh, there's a drawing taped up on the wall. It looks like a setting sun. Rising in the east, sets in the west. So 30 degrees Celsius in the west. Well, it seems to be at the correct temperature now. It's not making so much noise. But you still have to do this one. Is there another drawing? Thank you. I have a feeling I'm just gonna have to find it. She runs like this. I don't know. She can run for all of like 3 seconds, and then she needs to sit there and pant for
So
like
she's
5.
ours.
Go to the other part of the school seems, yeah, except she's supposed to be in shape.
Wow.
Go to the other part of the school seems locked for some reason. It's locked because of this. You know what the weird thing is? I wonder if all I have to do is just turn it until I hit it. Like, what if I just check each point? The bullshit with this V. I probably need to know the number. I probably just passed it. Oh, I used the bloody key. It's so dusty in here. It must be a storage room for the custodians. I'm worried about eating the sandwich because it's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Drawing taped up to the box there on the shelf looks like the rising sun. 200 degrees Fahrenheit. I will go back in there to look some more, but... There you go. The boil has been adjusted correctly. It's settled down. Seems like both boilers are operating safely now, much less warm in here. So that door to the left should be open now. There are packs of light bulbs, replacement bolts, and washers, all sorts of stuff. Every level of shelf is stuffed with cleaning supplies, chemicals, and rags. Hey, there's a dirty old slide back here, hidden among some parts for a boiler. Slide has the number 12 written on it in permanent marker. Oh. Slide. To use in that one room. It's not crunchy peanut butter. I don't like crunchy peanut butter. Now the boilers are working properly, the safety lock has been released. Hey, this is the art and music wing of the school. That means the door at the end of this hall leads back to the gym. Why does he still move when you're in the middle of words? I like peanuts, I just don't like my peanut butter to be crunchy. This is a music room, but why is it so dark? Because there's something here on this chair. It's probably a dead body, but it's too dark to see. There's a music sheet stand here, but it doesn't have anything on it. But if I were to put something on it... Bye, Phoenix Fire. It's the same old piano that was used when we were in school, but it looks like it's been smashed violently. There's blood all over, like it's been struck with something heavy. Even the keys have been broken. Thankfully, this one piece of paper, there's a music sheet of some kind here, but there doesn't seem to be anything on it. Nothing else. Sheet wasn't blank after all. Well, what the hell does that mean? Keep your eyes to yourself. The lights are back on. Oh god, the chair. How awful. His eyes have been gouged out of his head. There's an ID badge on one of his pockets. It says it's the head custodian. Let's just take this. We need this one. Looks like a single key. Wow. So small, I don't think it'll open the way to the gym. It just has a single hastily written word on its label. Bio. Found the bio. Who or what could do such a thing to this poor man? Flynn used to try to play drums in here to impress the girls. I have to admit, even I thought he was cool. Yeah. I thought Flynn was cool. I wanted him for myself, but he had that fucking bitch, Grace. Now the door seems to open just fine. Wait, it was locked? No, keep going to the left. Thank you. Hi, Disco K. Hey, it's our old art class. It looks almost exactly the same. I hated art class. I just couldn't get it, but Grace was always so talented, just like her mother. And was she good at anything? She was all like, I hated biology. I hated art class. I just was horrible at music. I took chemistry instead, but I couldn't understand chemistry. Now I'm a physiotherapist. Until I saw that needlepoint image in Grace's house, I had forgotten where she got it from. Half-finished sculpture of Bruce Murray, the founder of Bruce Bay. Looks so similar to that big statue that was in the library. Crude note has been taped up on the wall. It looks like it was written with oil sticks. I told the tale here of how you were wrong. Do you see it? Forgive me. They're out of order. It's drawing of a car smashing violently into a tree. Oh my god, it's the accident. Wow, it was a car accident. One of the cabinets in a lab had an eyeball. I don't know that. It's an angry-looking drawing of an angel rising up from a wreck of some kind. It's an angry angel. It must be Grace. Grace the angry angel. It's a pencil drawing of a car swerving on an icy road. It was an icy road. She's angry because she died on an icy road. It's a drawing of an angel behind a dark figure. Classroom shelves are packed with supplies to suit a project. Looks like a lot of the drawing tools were taken. There's a slide here under the glass, but the case is shut tight. There has to be a way to open it in here. that one first. Not that one. Oh my god. Oh god, I hate the way this is doing this. So I think I have to touch each one of them first. Okay. And then I could do it again. This one. This one. This one. Then this one. Wow. Just magically. Hey, there's a filthy looking old slide here now. I can make out the images in here. But the number 34 is written on the slide in permanent marker. Okay. It is your fault, Brad. Display of paintings, drawings, and sculptures from an art class has been smashed to pieces. Doors have been locked with some kind of makeshift pin pad. Looks like somebody rigged this out of spare parts. Now, what could the code be? I don't know.
It's too late. Where are you?
Oh, that's the music room. I've already been in here. I don't think there was anything in here. The small key I have is for the biolab.
It's your fault.
I think you heard it say don't tell him. It probably did say something to that effect. I don't think it comes all the way to the end, not unless I alert it.
Where are you?
Drip chair about there's a body on top of her. That sounds like the best kind of death. Death by the body. The body. Oh, there is an eyeball in there. I didn't look. I could probably get in there, but it's locked and needs a key. There's probably a slide in there I need. The eyeball probably doesn't matter much. The key I found on the custodian worked. There's so much stuff in here, like this. Oh my god, there's a human eye here. It looks damaged like somebody gouged it out. There's a scalpel stored here. It looks like it's been cleaned recently. I like how they clean their stuff after they use it. Container is some kind of disinfectant from lab equipment. Some of the fluid has been used. Just want to see what else there is to click on. Okay. It's faded looking old slide tucked away in here has the number 22 written on it in permanent marker. Wow. Now I have 3 slides. Slide projector's been set up in one of the desks. Looks pretty grimy. Looks like there are 3 slides missing from the carousel. So here's 12. This is 22. Come here. And you're 34. Okay, all 3 slides are in place. Now let's see what was on them. One eight. Oh God. 1853. What is it? 1853. I can barely see that. Projections looping through its carousel slides. What does any of this mean? This is like 1853 and then it's a face. I think I have to go all the way back the other way. I don't remember the exact way to go for it. Okay, it's through the boiler room. We're definitely going to be finishing this game today at the rate we're going. The game really wants to tell this narrative about how this entire town fucked over this one girl. uh, 1, 8, 5, 3. That's it. I can finally get back to the gym. I made it back to the lobby. Now to get to the gymnasium and save Flynn. The way out is through. That was the achievement I got. I just keep getting achievement after achievement after achievement. Flynn, are you here? He's dead. Oh my god. Flynn, answer me. Damn it, he's out cold. Wait, what the hell is that? Father, you must... Grace, I knew it. I knew you were there. All this time, I knew you would see what I was doing and you'd understand. Understand, look around you, Father. Why have you done this? For you, of course. Why else would I have done what I've done? Gone to the lengths that I've gone. He's basically murdered everyone. I don't understand. You've murdered classmates, friends. Grace, don't you see? They weren't your friends. They wronged you, every last one. This whole town, you were always too good for them. The way they goaded you for being poor. The way they denied you even a proper burial. I tried to fight back, sweetheart. Believe me, I told the paper. I even had that idiot Virgil take photos as proof. No, not Virgil, too. And then I killed him. But even he betrayed me in the end. More concerned about money than seeing that justice got done. Those twins, that teacher and his perversions, everyone only cared about themselves and their secrets. But never you, never my angel. Father, I was never an angel. Not now, not then. Nonsense, Jack's thought so too, and I'll admit Jack proved to be the most difficult. He was a buffoon, but in his own way, he loved you, Grace. But he found out I was tipping the paper off about his little side business at the sawmill, so I couldn't be helped. And after I was admitted to the hospital, he kept showing up to keep me quiet. For months, he looped over me, threatening me when the nurses were looking. Can't imagine how angry I became. I might have gone a little overboard with him. He was my first one, you see, and he caught me off guard. Yes, this old man overpowered all of these people in a single night. But that feels like so long ago now, and so you're the only one left, Flynn. You were supposed to protect her, take care of her. You were supposed to be better than the others. What's more, you were like my son, and because of you, my angel is gone. It should have been you that died in the car accident. And now I'm going to make things right. Stop! It wasn't his fault, old man, who I could probably overpower so easily. You, what are you doing here? Listen to me, this is insane. This is gonna make anything right. Whatever you thought of Vanessa or Jack or anyone else, they didn't deserve what you did to them, even though they're all dead right now. What do you know about it? You of all people should understand, you were the only one who never did her any harm. Everyone else in town is to blame. Hi, Gecko Gaming. That's not really true. A week before their accident, I sent Grace and Flynn a letter. It took me... You're the only one who didn't do anything to her, so what would you know about it? Well, I'm gonna tell you the dark secret about how I hurt your daughter after you've already admitted to killing everyone who's hurt her. But anyways, let's go with this story. It took me months to work up the courage to write it, and I was so afraid of what would happen when they finally read it. But they never did. I loved Flynn. Flynn proposed to Grace and she accepted, and then a few days later they hit that tree and everything changed. Gecko Gaming, thank you for the follow. This story is like, it's not all over the place, but it's missing like segments, and then it like has this big wind up at the end, and it's just like, oh god. I don't know what happened to the letter. Maybe it got lost, maybe someone threw it out. But Flynn was so heartbroken that for the last 2 years I decided that what I wanted to say didn't matter anymore. Like that random picture he had of her. But then we were all invited to this reunion, and I decided to finally tell Flynn the truth that I'd been kept in for so long. I loved him, not Grace. We're best friends, right? Should have been easy, but now that I've seen that he can't move on, I don't know if I can. You see, I never really wanted the two of them to get married. Grace, it really is you, isn't it? You've been there this whole time, haven't you? Back in the hallway after the reunion, or even in that trailer. All of those times it was you trying to warn me, wasn't it? Holly, I don't know, but suddenly I was aware of things and I could feel you there. I was just trying to break through. I know that now, and I am so sorry. I wish I could have said this when you were alive instead of letting it eat away at me all this time. So I'm going to say it now. I don't like you. We were all so close, but for me, it was more than that. You are more than just a friend to me, Grace. I always loved you, Mushroom. Yes, Mushroom. I always loved you. Oh. I was right. Her entire outfit screams, I'm a lesbian. I loved you. I wanted to eat your carpet. What? Holly, I never knew, I swear it. You're talking to a dead woman. I know. For a while, I thought you two had read my letter and Flynn was upset, and that's what caused the accident. But I was so afraid to ask Flynn about it, so I said nothing, and in doing so, I let you both down. So I sent my love in a letter to the both of you. You're doing your Spanish right now, you really know I don't have a big penis. What it actually said was, no, I do not have to. Oh my god. So you see, we all had our secrets here, even me. What are you gonna do now? Are you going to murder me like you did all the others? I was wrong about you then. You're no different than the rest of them. Fine, then you can join your friends in hell. Stop this! Don't you dare use me as an excuse for what you've done. Now you're gonna intervene? None of this has been for me, Father. It's all been for you. The whole town's dead. Now I understand your selfishness and insanity has kept me here, seething with hatred and anger in a cold black abyss, unable to do anything, unable to move on. But that's over now. I won't let you hurt the ones who really love me. Not anymore. Grace. Thank you, Holly. Thank you for telling me. Now run. Take Flynn and get out of here. You feel like you're watching a movie? I feel like I'm watching a horrible movie. Did she blow up the school? How did the ghost blow up the school? What was this mess of a story? Oh my god, that was the end? Oh. Is there like multiple endings? I'm gonna check. Like, I don't expect there to be a whole lot of information on this, because there was not a whole lot of, there wasn't a whole lot of, like, people who had reviewed it. There is another thing I could do. I could see how many achievements. So I earned 22 out of 30 achievements. And it was so deep. So what was the story? Arrived quite late. You kind of got the story. So Grace had died in a accident 2 years prior, even though we thought it was 10 years prior, because the game didn't do a very good job of telling us the timeline in the beginning. And they had been in high school 10 years prior to that, so they're all about 28 or so. And Flynn, her best friend, was engaged to Grace, and there was an accident and she died, and Flynn could never get over it. We used to be all like, wow, it's been 10 years, dude. Get on with yourself. Oh, I just got a new achievement. Hold on. So what time will you drive back to the city tomorrow? First thing in the morning. I want to get an early start and beat the traffic. I'm just going to completely ignore the fact that I saw the ghost of your dead fiance, who I confessed to loving, and then she blew up our school. Yeah, that makes sense. It's gonna take a while before things feel normal again, isn't it? No, it's never gonna feel normal. We just saw a ghost. Also, what were those? Okay, so what were the things that were supposed to be able to chase us? What were those? But if you're looking for like a more concrete story, Gecko, I don't know if I can tell you. Because yeah, it will, but we'll get past this, Flynn. I'm sure eventually it'll get a little easier. I hope so, but look at everyone else around us. It's only been a few weeks. It's like nothing even happened. It's been a few weeks, oh. To imagine that so much violence, so much insanity happened right here in our little town. It's unthinkable. Our little town. Our entire class was murdered. Our entire former 10-year-old reunion class was murdered. Along with teachers that currently were teaching at the high school. And in a few weeks, everyone's just okay with this. Maybe that's the problem. People don't really want to think about it and face the truth. Kind of like with me and Grace. Yeah, maybe you're right. What truth did you have with you and Grace? The fact that you were engaged? He was all like, nah, she really probably loved you. Listen, Holly, we've been through so much, and... well, what you said in the cemetery. Oh, Flynn, I'm so sorry I blew up at you. I didn't mean what I said. I don't remember what you said. No, you were right. I wasn't ready to move on. Oh, yeah, he has to move on. But after all this, well, what choice do I have? Anyway, I was wondering, what was it you wanted to tell me, when you first arrived for the reunion? Oh, don't worry about it, Flynn. It wasn't important. Are you sure? You seem to have something on your mind. Yeah, I'm sure you have enough to worry about after all this. I'll be right back. I just have to use the bathroom. Hopefully find a ghost in there and make out with her. Holly, are you okay? Yes, Sam, don't worry. A glass just fell. Hey, wait a minute. Actually, Flynn. On second thought, you were right. There is something we should talk about. I don't think you need to tell him. She's dead. Do you really want to, like... Okay, that's how you ruin a friendship. I mean, she was practically going to ruin the friendship beforehand anyways. You guys are engaged, but let me send you a letter and tell her how much I love her instead. And try and basically rip her away from the person I call my best friend. Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, it's very selfish. It's incredibly selfish. Like... Anyways. Just fucking hell. How many achievements did we not get? There's 22 out of 30. I got 73% of the achievements. So there's an achievement for ordering each of the drinks at Sam's. I don't think it matters which one you end up ordering. Read every book in the library. I apparently didn't do. I missed one. Finish the game on hard difficulty. Finish it on nightmare. Survive the night on any difficulty without ever getting caught. Flawless victory. Like a ghost. Complete the story on any difficulty without alerting a single monster. Survive the entire night on any difficulty. There is no multiple endings. The ghost blows up the school. No, stream's not over. Game's done. Stream is not over. We are done with this one. I'm putting up a BRB. Like, I'm probably only going to go until about 3 so I can get in a small nap. So that's in about another hour. But that gives us another hour